greatest of all teachers and giver of love, hope, faith, and wisdom, look upon your children, the teachers, learners, parents, guardians, and out-of-school youth and adults. We humbly ask for your mercy and forgiveness. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insights and understanding, wisdom and respect for all. Bless us with patience, for the path of learning is never easy. Bless our commitment to keep on learning new knowledge and experiences. Let your light shine upon us as we make our world a better place to live in. Amen.
DepEd Vision. We dream of Filipinos who passionately love their country and whose values and competencies enable them to realize their full potential and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. DepEd mission: to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. Administrators and staff, as stewards of the institution, ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. Family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibility for developing lifelong learners. DepEd core values: maka-Diyos, makatao, mga kalikasan, at
Pagka-tanggal ng video ni Mami Weng, automatic, ayan. Pa-check po yung audio nila, Sir Jeff, ha?
Welcome to the third day of the virtual in-service training for public school teachers brought to you by the ICT's Educational Technology Unit.
We would like to thank you for the support that you showed us. We could have never done that without you, dear teachers. On behalf of the head of the Educational Technology Unit and all its hardworking and dedicated educational technology specialists, we would like to extend our gratitude to everyone. I am Sir John Jefferson Sevilla from Las Piñas National High School, Schools Division Office of Las Piñas, and one of the EdTech specialists and one of your Masters of Ceremony.
And I am Anne Maria V. Sevilla from Kaunaran High School, SD Onabatas, also one of the EdTech specialists and one of your Masters of Ceremony for today. To give us some energy for the tasks that are waiting to us, let's have the Energizer with Makwe.
Hello, good morning. So today we have a little trivia for you to excite about this topic this morning. So gusto ko mga dear participants, mag-heart kayo if you know the answer, or you can type in the chat box if you know the answer. This trivia will help you to understand what will be the topic for this morning. Okay, so are you ready now? So I'll read. In 2015, Google Incorporation became part of the new holding company. What it is named? So I repeat, in 2015, Google Incorporation became part of the new holding company. What is its name? Okay. So ano po ang sagot dito? Now, so babalikin po natin. So to give you the trivia, the answer of this question is alphabet. Okay. So another trivia, what is the name given to the different variation of the logo on the Google homepage that the company uses for different seasons or special day, such as holiday or birthday of famous people? Okay, letter A, Google, letter B, Dongle, letter C, Doodle, and letter D, Doodle. Okay, so the answer is about the trivia doodle. Okay, so another trivia. What is the nickname given to Google's corporation headquarters in Mountain View, California? So letter A, the spaceship, letter B, the Googleplex, letter C, the donut, and letter D, the biosphere. So the answer for this question is letter B, the Googleplex. Okay, so I know some of you didn't type the answer, but this trivia will help you to understand what is the story behind about the Google. So Google was founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin in which year? So kailan po ito? So letter A, 1995. So letter B, 1998. And letter C, 2001. And letter D, 2005. Okay, so the answer is 1998. Okay, remember that Google was founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin at the year 1998. Okay, another trivia is Google corporate motto is don't be. Okay, so letter A, stupid, letter B, evil, letter C, mean, and letter D, cruel. What will be the answer is evil. Okay, so the next trivia for you to remember what is Google all about. Google in full, Google LLC, formerly Google Incorporation, 1998 to 2017, American search engine company founded in 1998 by Sergey Brin and Larry Page, that is subsidiary of the holding company Alphabet Incorporation. Google was originally named Backdraft. In 1996, Page and Brin collaborate on the pioneering web crawler concept Curiosity called Backdraft. Some speculate that the early search engine was known to retrieving backlinks, Backdraft, which linked to Brin and Page. 90-tastic originality. A homepage link the standard served for more than a year, but eventually chewed up to the most bandwidth. So again, dear participants, so ayan, I was reading, so I hope na natuto kayo for this trivia. I know that this trivia, you can search it all the time if you want to know about the Google application. The word that we always say, Google it. Okay, so that is the trivia for this morning, all about Google. And thank you so much for listening. Good day.
Very much, Rowie, for that very intriguing trivia about
And very intriguing too.
Yeah. So medyo ngayon ko lang pala nalaman yung
Yung mga Google Facts, all this information about the founders of Google, and we knew in the trivia how long Google is and how far they have journeyed to become one of the most famous engines that we use every day.
Yes, and of course, teachers, we would like to say thank you po sa lahat ng mga nagbibigay ng kanilang mga pa-shoutout. And alam mo, Teacher May, sobrang nakakatawa yung mga teachers na nag-message sa akin kasi they're telling me na natutuwa daw yung mga principals nila, yung mga teachers for all those greetings. Kaya naman, medyo i-level up natin ngayon yung pagbibigay natin ng mga shoutout natin. So we are asking the teachers po na pwede po kayo mag-selfie. Tapos, kumuha po kayo ng paper or bond paper, lakihan po yung sulat, then pakilagyan po ng inyong shoutout, then ida-download po namin yung mga images na as much as possible na kaya namin lahat. Ita-try po natin, then we'll be posting it during our break. Di ba po? Then, aside from that, we're going to use our hashtag. So, what's our hashtag, Teacher May?
It's hashtag virtual INSET Day 3. Pagandahan po tayo ng selfie. Post your selfies on the comment section and we will check them out.
Yes, and huwag niyo pong kalimutan na sa inyong pagsiselfie ay isama po ang inyong screen ng laptop or ng TV. And those teachers po that are taking pictures na in group, please, pakiusap po namin, we have to make sure of the physical distancing po as instructed by the IETF. So, how about the activities for today, Teacher May? Ano bang nilook forward?
Actually, ang nilook forward ko yung Google and then yung Adobe Photoshop. These are applications na araw-araw nating naririnig, but we still have to master these skills or master these applications because we know these applications will be very useful in teaching too.
Yes, and also we would like to remind everyone po that the PDLMS will still be open naman. So those teachers who are not yet doing their attendance and not having their certificate of participation or recognition, you will have that naman po. Medyo kailangan na talaga natin bawasan yung search.
And for further reminders and message po, let's have Sir Mark Anthony CC, the head of the ICTS ETU unit.
Good morning to all of our participants who are currently watching. I am very happy that I'm with all of you in today's activity. So to all of our colleagues currently watching, I'm sure that you are enjoying our virtual INSET program. As we have mentioned before, this is voluntary. Therefore, you can have in your own free time to access the activities and to get your digital certificate. I am really happy with all of these things happening, but please be patient in terms of waiting or getting your certificate. We have a surge of users who are currently accessing until now the training.deped.gov.ph. And as an alternative, you can also access it via the lms.deped.gov.ph. Here is my suggestion. If in case that you are still having difficulty, do not worry because we are not closing the system. We will keep it open until that everybody have accessed it already and have claimed the digital certificate. Now, let me move on with an etiquette material or an etiquette issue. All of us teachers are actually keep on saying that our learners should stop doing plagiarism. Our learners should stop doing the digital cheating. If teachers would like to have that and be in a reality, us being teachers should do that also. Why do I need to tell that? Because when we have checked the internet just yesterday, we have found out that there are some participants who are sharing the answers via YouTube or via a link system wherein easily the other participants can check that. If we will try to look at it and reflect on our side, on ourselves, isn't it that as teachers, we are teaching our learners to stop copying, to stop doing plagiarism, and do certain acts that it should be the good one. Kaya nga po tayo ay mga guro. Ang mga guro ay nagtuturo ng tamang aksyon. Kung nais natin ng pagbabago, that change begins in me. That change begins in each one of us. Hindi po ako nagpaparinig. Hindi po ako nagagalit. Ako nga po ay natutuwa sapagkat isa lang ang ibig sabihin nito. May realization sa atin na kinakailangan na baguhin natin sa ating sistema. Kung tayo ay nagnanais na magturo sa ating mga mag-aaral na wag nilang kopyahin, wag silang mandaya, alam niyo po ba, maaaring babalik at babalik pa rin ito sa atin dahil kung tayo mismo ay gumagawa ng bagay na ito, ibabalik ito sa atin ng mga mag-aaral natin. Na-stress ka sa umpisa, patuloy ka pa rin masistress dahil hindi natutunan ang pag-a-apply ng tinatawag nating proper etiquette in handling these things using the internet. As teachers, we need to have this responsibility. This responsibility must be reflected in our action. And being a teacher, I hope we learn something in this incident, in this situation. Uulitin ko po, hindi po ako nagagalit. Ako pa nga po ay natutuwa sapagkat ang mga guro natin ay willing na makatulong sa kapwa kaguruan. At ganyan din ang ninanais natin. Ngunit, gaya nga ng aking nabanggit, maaari ay huwag po natin i-share yung mga answer key dahil gumagawa tayo ng paraan ng tinatawag natin na digital cheating. With this kind of actions, we are also reflecting it to our learners that they may, take note, they may or they can do it also. Why? It is a reflection of what they have seen in the internet. Kaya sa mga kaburo ko po, tandaan, ang ating aksyon ay napakahalaga. If we want to have a collaborative effort to learn something new, one of it is being responsible users of the internet. Kaya naman, sa mga kaguro namin na nag-share at nagbabahagi naman ng kaalaman kung paano i-access ang learning management system, maraming salamat sa inyong effort sapagkat ipinakita nyo lamang na kayo ay may natutunan sa ating programa. Ito ay ating ipagpapatuloy dahil naniniwala kami na ito na ang simula ng empowerment ng sangkaguruang Pilipino. Walang maiiwan, walang mahuhuli. Anuman ang age bracket natin, anuman ang subject na hinahandle o grade level, pwedeng-pwede tayo sa educational technology. And with that, congratulations mga kaguro. Inyong pinakita ang husay at galing ng mga gurong Pilipino. Kaya, sa ating magiging mga sesyon, sa day 3, day 4, hanggang day 5, alam kong marami po kayong matututuhan. Huwag po tayong magmadali sa pagkuha ng digital certificate. Alam kong marami ang nasistress yung, Sir Mark, hanggang ngayon hindi ko pa rin po ma-access. Pwede po ninyong ma-access ito kapag humupa na ang surge. Para lang yung butas ng bote na ang hirap-hirap pasukin ko sabay-sabay mo ipapasok yung straw. Kinakailangan ay let's give enough time for us to access it. It's all available. Ulitin po natin, ito ay libre. Kaya naman, ang pagkatuto ay hindi gagawing komplikado. Ito dapat ay libre. Kaya, let's enjoy learning sa aking mga kaguro. Maraming salamat po. Makikita ko po ang inyong husay, ang inyong dedikasyon sa inyong gagawin na pag-apply nito sa inyong pagtuturo. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Sir Mark. No? Well, actually, Teacher May, totoo yung sinabi ni Sir Mark. And you know what, teachers, the reason why we are telling you this, kasi we would like to know sana if these YouTubers or bloggers are actually aware na they have to seek for permission, diba? Na sinishare nila yung mga videos natin, yung mga ginagawa natin dito. Because we are actually doing this for free. Diba? And alam naman natin na it's a good thing kapag alam niyo yung specific YouTube channel na kailangan ninyong puntahan para alam po natin na legit yung information na nakukuha natin.
And as teachers po, no, we would like to stress that we should avoid these following mistakes like doing plagiarism, digital cheating, and even in virtual environment and virtual spaces, we still have to exact professionalism whatever we do or whatever we do. Kasi hindi porket nasa online po, no, yung pagiging professional natin na hindi natin na i-apply. So teachers, no, I hope we get reminded of the actions stressed by the head of the ETU.
Yes, and another thing, syempre, it will be unfair naman for those who are attending the webinar from morning to afternoon. Yes, answering the forms. Tapos, we'll see some teachers that are really not attending naman the virtual INSET. Tapos, they will have also the certificate. Kaya nakikita po natin talaga nasi-search yung sa PDLMS natin. Kaya, we are asking everyone to be vigilant. Magtulungan po tayo mga teachers para maging masaya po ang ating virtual INSET. And of course, with that, katulad nga na sinabi namin kanina, we are requesting kung meron po kayong mga camera phones dyan, mag-selfie na po tayo ngayon, lumapit na po kayo sa inyong mga screen, and mag-smile po kami dito ni Teacher May, then ready na po tayo for selfies. Okay, open na. Yes, our hashtag is the virtual INSET Day 3. Okay, so ready na po tayo? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smile! Okay, another set po. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, smile! Ayan.
Pagandahan ng selfie ito. Sir Jeff.
So, pwede na pong i-comment yan sa ating mga channels. Pwede sa YouTube, pwede sa Facebook. And i-comment nyo lang po para po makita namin.
And we will try our best to select the best selfies, no? Pwedeng selfie, pwedeng groupie. Pero again po, if groupies, please practice social distancing.
Yes, and you know what, Teacher May, kahapon, I received some messages na meron tayong mga teachers na nandun talaga sila sa bundok, yung iba nasa mga bukid, o pulo. So, we would like to remind po, baka kasi mamaya hindi maganda yung weather, may kidlat, alam naman po natin na medyo delikado yung ating mga gadgets sa ganyan. So, please take care po, always prioritize your safety po, kasi katulad namin sinabi namin, pwede naman pong balikan yung videos na meron tayong team replay.
And we appreciate po the extra effort that you put just to be with us virtually. Kaya mga guro, maraming salamat po sa pagbibigay sa amin ng effort at attention para lang maka-join sa ating virtual INSET. And maraming salamat din po sa mga good comments na binibigay nyo through FB. Actually, nagbabasa tayo ng mga comments sa mga teachers, group, teachers pages, nagbabasa po kami at nakakataba po ng puso yung mga heartfelt, at yung authentic praises nyo po, para sa virtual INSET. Hindi lang po kami ang gumagalaw sa INSET na ito. Napakarami po mga tao ang nasa harap at likod ng camera. Kaya sa lahat po ng nasa ETU, at sa lahat ng bumubuo ng INSET na ito, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Ayun po. And with that also, so one of the main reason why we are doing this, kaya tayo motivated dito sa EdTech unit and as well as sa ICT, together with Director Abram Magalit, dahil napaka-supportive ng ating USEC, di ba?
Yes.
So we have a video that we're going to show you about blended learning together with our pride here from the DepEd Central Office. From the Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, ETUlay Del P. Pascua.
Malayo na ang nilakbay natin sa edukasyon. Mula noong unang sibilisasyon hanggang dumating ang panahon ng kolonisasyon. Inanas natin ang digmaan at sinapit ang kapayapaan. Sinubok man tayo ng maraming bagyo at dumating ang mga pagbabago. Hindi tayo huminto sa pagtuturo. Nagpatuloy ang ating pagkatuto. Hanggang sa kasalukuyan, habang binabagtas natin ang bagong normal, lumikha tayo ng iba't ibang pamamaraan upang maihatid ang edukasyon sa kabila ng krisis pangkalusugan. Ipinakilala natin ang blended learning sa mga Pilipino, kung saan lulan nito'y abot kamay na kaalaman para sa ating mga kabataan. Sa anumang sitwasyon at panahon, DepEd Blended Learning ang ating magiging tugon. Pinagsama-sama natin ang 5 magkakaibang paraan ng pag-aaral.
Reading is very clear about this. It's also encouraged that the learners do blending of the distance learning delivery modalities, meaning
modules, DepEd TV, DepEd Online, DepEd Radio at Classroom. Sa pamamagitan ng mga pamamaraang ito ay masisiguro nating magpapatuloy ang edukasyon kahit pa may pandemya, kahit may armadong tunggalian o anumang uri ng sakuna sa ating bansa. Sa panahong hindi maaring gamitin ang ating mga silid-aralan, hindi pwede ang classroom instruction o yung face-to-face. Pwede pa ring manatili ang mga guro't mag-aaral sa kanilang mga tahanan at matuto pa rin gamit ang tinatawag nating modules. Ito ang una sa 5 paraan ng pag-aaral ngayon, kung saan printed materials o digital files ang maaaring gamitin upang matuto. Ang printed modules ay binubuo ng self-learning materials o SLMs, textbooks, supplementary reference materials, activity sheets at guides. Yan yung mga naka-imprenta. Samantalang ang digital files naman ay mga soft copies ng mga printed modules, mga episodes sa TV at DepEd Radio, yung mga Open Educational Resources o OERs. At lahat ng yan ay nakapaloob sa USB plus disk o hard drives or hard disk o nakasave sa mga CD o DVD na dinidistribute sa mga bata. Kung may telebisyon naman sa tahanan ng mga guro't mag-aaral, maaaring isabay ito sa paggamit ng modules. dahil ang mga araling nakasulat dito ay nakasunod sa bawat episode ng DepEd TV. Pwedeng subaybayan ang mga leksyon ng ating teacher broadcasters sa IBC 13. Nandun yung DepEd TV. Hanapin lamang yan sa ating mga cables o sa CATV, sa Cable TV Networks, sa ating mga direct-to-home o mga black boxes o yung DTT na tinatawag, yung Direct Terrestrial TV o mga satellite dishes. Simula Lunes hanggang Sabado ay umeere ang mga asignaturang pang-kinder hanggang grade 12, pati ALS o Alternative Learning System. At kung sakali mang hindi maabutan ng mga bata ang mga aralin sa takda nitong oras, maaaring ulit-ulitin ang episodes ng DepEd TV sa pamamagitan ng pag-access sa DepEd online platforms o tawag natin dyan yung DepEd Online. Kung may cellphone o computer na may internet connection ang tahanan, maaaring sabayan ang modules at DepEd TV ng tinatawag nating DepEd Online, kung saan maaaring gamitin ng mga guro, mga magulang at mag-aaral ang iba't ibang online platforms katulad ng DepEd Commons, LR Portal, DepEd TV YouTube, DepEd TV Facebook, DepEd LMS o yung Learning Management System. Nandyan din yung paggamit ng Google Hangouts at Classroom, yung Microsoft Teams, at yan ay ginagawa sa pamamagitan ng local wide area networks na mayroon sa iba't ibang lugar. Sa DepEd Online rin matatagpuan ang mga electronic copies ng SLMs, mga episodes sa DepEd TV at radio, OERs at iba pang materyales sa pag-aaral na madadownload at mapapanood kahit anong oras. Samantala, kung wala namang TV o wala namang internet connection, subalit mayroong radyo, maaari ring itong gamitin sa loob ng tahanan. Maaaring mapakinggan sa DepEd Radio ang mga araling ipinalalabas sa DepEd TV. Mas epektibo kung ang pakikinig sa DepEd Radio ay sasabayan ng modules o pagbabasa ng mga materyales na hawak ng mga bata. Ang mga araling nakasulat sa printed modules ay tugma sa mga araling ibo-broadcast sa local radio station. Alamin lamang sa eskwelahan, sa teacher o kaya sa dibisyon kung ano mga local radio stations ang magpapaere ng DepEd Radio. Yung iba nga ay handheld radios ang ginagamit. Tandaan na ang module, printed man o digital, yung DepEd TV, DepEd Online at DepEd Radio ay magkakatuwang sa paghahatid ng karunungan sa mga mag-aaral. Importante ang kombinasyon ng mga ito upang maging epektibo ang tinatawag nating blended learning. Ibe-blend mo yung isang modality sa ibang modality. Ibe-blend natin o pagsasamahin natin yung printed module sa DepEd TV, sa DepEd Radio o kaya doon sa online. Kaya pwedeng kombinasyon ang tawag natin dito. At kung maaari nang bumalik sa paaralan para sa face-to-face classes, kung pwede nang magklase sa mga paaralan, yung modules, DepEd TV, DepEd Online at DepEd Radio ay may halaga pa rin dahil ito ay gagamitin pa rin, mas madaling matututo ang mga bata at matulungan sa mga pagtuturo ang mga guro. Sa pagbabalik tanaw man sa mga leksyon o paggawa ng mga takdang aralin, mas magiging magaan ang edukasyon para sa lahat dahil mas marami ang mga paraan, iba't ibang mga modalities. Hindi na magiging limitado sa silid-aralan ang dapat matutunan ng kabataan. Magmula ngayon, ang DepEd Online at ang DepEd Broadcast ay makakasama na natin sa biyahe ng edukasyon. May makakatuwang na sina mama at sir sa pagtuturo. Mas panatag na ang loob ni nanay at tatay dahil masusubaybayan nila ang kanilang mga anak at mapapanatiling ligtas sila sa loob ng mga tahanan. Malayo na ang mga nalakbay natin sa sistema ng edukasyon At sa patuloy nating biyahe at bayanihan, sisiguraduhin nating walang bata ang maiiwan.
Magtutulungan kami para magpatuloy ang edukasyon.
Ito ang biyahe edukasyon, our journey towards blended learning.
Again, welcome to the virtual INSET brought to you by the ICTS Educational Technology Unit. We are also live on DepEd Philippines and on Educational Technology channel on YouTube. This insert program can also be accessed asynchronously so that you can browse the previous topics.
Just go to the LMS for your region and access the course using your DepEd Commons account. Log in, go to ICTS Educational Technology Unit /Webinar Series 2021 and click Virtual INSET Training, In-Service Training for Public School Teachers. The enrollment key for this course is the name of the region where you belong. So what are we waiting for? Let us introduce the first speaker for the AM session. Our first speaker is Ma'am Rowena Andaya Reyes. Rowena A. Reyes is a head teacher 3 at Makati Science High School as Department Head of Technology and Livelihood Education, Information, and Communications Technology. She demonstrates a vision and empowers others to deliver agreed departmental strategies among faculty members. Part of her work is to develop and sustain appropriate structures for management, consultation, decision-making, and communication with staff and students on information and technology-related programs and activities. Her expertise made her a trainer for ICT schools competition, handling both students and teachers for competitions. She has been an ICT teacher and ICT coordinator for 15 years prior to her being head teacher or department head. Part of her training includes that of the Google Seminar and Workshop during the top Google Leaders meeting in Singapore in June 2016 and in May 2017. She then initiated the deployment of Moodle Learning Management System, or LMS, at Makati Science High School, which tasks include management and updating of the school website and creation of students' and teachers' accounts in school domain for a well-managed ICT tools and equipment for teaching and learning as a result of the need for online classes amidst COVID-19 pandemic. To note, she increasingly widened her network when invited to attend and participate in the International Society of Technology Education, or ISTE, at Chicago, United States of America in June 2018. She's currently detailed at the Department of Education Central Office as an EdTech specialist of the Information and Communications Technology Service Educational Technology Unit, or ICTS EdTech Unit. Her expertise in the information and communications technology was maximized when she became part of the Open Educational Resources, or OERs, DepEd Commons, DepEd Learning Management System, or LMS, DepEd TV, and DepEd Online, DepEd ETUlay, a free online tutorial.
As EDU Microsoft Education Programs lead on the different projects of the ICTS EdTech Unit, she has always been passionate about promoting innovations in teaching and learning as she provides inputs in educational technology, open educational resources, and support for technology devices, systems, content training, and collaborating with teachers in and out of the classroom. She is recognized as a Google Certified Educator for Level 1 and 2, making her the Google Educator Group Lead as she is laterally recognized as Microsoft Ambassador. She is a Computing Technology Industry Association Information Technology CompTIA IT Fundamental Certified, an MA graduate of Master of Science in Information Technology at Rizal Technological University. She is now in her doctoral degree, taking up Doctor of Technology Education. She works collaboratively with colleagues to design, develop, and deliver educational technology initiatives that are anchored on DepEd's mission of developing lifelong learners by strengthening together with community stakeholders and sharing the responsibility of providing learners opportunities to 21st century skills. As part of her advocacy, she is also a Google Educators Group or GEG leader training teachers to be certified educators, thus initiating forums for educators to collaborate and support one another in using technology. As a Google certified educator for level 1 and level 2, Ms. Reyes devoted her time training and preparing talks and discussions from one school to another, from one division to another, empowering educators to learn and use Google for education products to make their lessons more innovative and interesting. For many educators, she is an innovator, making her ideas realized into action. Let us all give a virtual round of applause to Miss Rowena Andaya Reyes.
Ayan. So, good morning. Sobrang haba ng bio, ano? So, hindi ko na ibabrag ang aking sarili because everything is there. So, again, good morning. Thank you so much for participating. We are on day 3. Okay, so kumusta naman po kayong lahat? I hope nakapag-breakfast na kayo while nag-tune in. And thank you sa mga teacher na nandiyan, nagsusubaybay kahit na nakikita namin sa Facebook ay nasa umaakyat sa taas para lang makakuha ng signal. And for that, we really appreciate your effort to be participate in our virtual INSET 2021. So, hindi ko na patatagalin. So my task today is to explain to you the changes or rename from G Suite to Google Workplace. So for now, I'll give you the overview kung ano yung mga changes na ginagawa. But still, ito pa rin ang magagamit natin. Same pa rin. Again, good morning dear participants. This morning, I'm going to share with you all about the Google Workplace for Education fundamentals. So in terms of teaching and learning, we say that most of the time, all you need is Google because things go better with Google. The aims and objectives of Google include the following: to organize the word information and make it universally accessible and useful. And its corporate vision to provide access to the word information in one click. Remember, in one click. Its mission and vision statement demonstrate that organization is dedicated to ensuring that everyone, everywhere, can access the information need when they need it. Today, Google no less than the encyclopedia that offers you information of knowledge and everything under the sky. And everyone is familiar to the popular phrase, Google it. Be in Google search or Street View or navigation, Google has always been there as your guide. We know that Google for Education plays an important role in education by enhancing productivity and productivity of teachers and students. It transformed the way we used to study, thus play a major role in imparting education and knowledge and accessible and comfortable for all. So that is all about Google for education fundamentals. So today I'm going to present with you the why the teacher always connected to the Google. Okay, because Google wants to bring the best of Google for education. That lahat tayong pong teacher kailangan natin matulungan ang ating mga learners kung paano yung nangyayari ngayong pandemic. Sabi nga ni Yusek kanina, malayo na ang ating nalalakbay. And because this journey, we have nahawakan natin yung different platform. So nagbigay siya ng different platform. Now, isa lang si Google sa platform na ginagamit ng mga guro sa pagtuturo. Kasi kahit ng EdTech, marami siyang platform na ibinibigay o sinishare sa inyo. But at the end of the day, yung kakayahan pa din ni teacher kung paano niya gagamitin ang platform na ito sa pagtuturo. Because our goal is transform teaching and learning mas easier and comfortable for us, teacher. And nowadays, schools are slowly looking technology as opportunity to develop teaching method and resonate with students on the technology level, regardless of age. So kaya yung mga nag-retire because they cannot catch up with the use of technology, we said that regardless of age, pwede nating pag-aralan. So I remember yung mga person na meet ko, they love to browse on social media kasi it's easy to use. Everything you know, all you have to do with the phrase, Google it. Then almost everyone owns a smartphone like Google, our library, okay? Or also it can bring us to help us as encyclopedia or as thesaurus or as Kindle in our textbook. So there are times na technology also has the power to transform teaching by ushering in the new model of connecting teaching. This model links teacher to their students to professional content, resources, and system to help them improve their own instruction and personalized learning. As cited by Google CEO, technology alone will not improve education, but it can be a powerful part of the solution. So again, I remember nung wala pang pandemic, so sinasabi natin that technology is always there to help us. Nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, mas nagagamit pa natin ang technology. And we use different platform in teaching and learning. So kung saan mas nagamit natin ang platform ni Google. Okay? So and also look at the student. Kapag na-transform natin ang learning, we can achieve yung pwede nating maibigay ng best for our learner. And also, learning sit across everything we do at Google. So, i-Google mo lang yan. You can ask anything in Google. No? If you're in the couch and you want to search something, all is started in searching, the ability to access information. If you're walking around and you have internet connection, you can search everything, even though the map, it will give you. Google will give you the map. And also, if you don't know how to bake, how to cook, YouTube is there to teach you how to do that. Lalo na ngayong pandemic, di ba? Most of the time, if we don't know everything, we always say, YouTube mo lang yan. And also, when it comes in professional development, lagi nating tinitignan that the technology and also the Google, when we browse anything, it will help us to develop our professional development in terms of teaching and learning for our students. And also, again, all the faculty ngayon always connected na on the internet because everything, you can download everything from the Google Drive. And again, the goal of Google is to provide the right learning to the right people at the right time. Okay, learning is at the heart what Google does. Every day, more than 1 billion of people come to Google to find answer and to discover something new. So for us, teacher, if we don't know anything when we face in our class, so I suggest mag-search tayo ng mga learning materials. Kung kulang tayo sa mga materials, sa hard copy, so we can search it. All you have to do is modify and read and filter yung mga na-search lang natin. Okay? Again, sabi nga natin, we believe everyone deserves access to a great learning experience. And also as teacher, I believe that no matter our background, deserve access to great learning experience. So whatever learning experience that we have, we can impart it to our students. The ability to learn in the classroom, at home, and everywhere in between has been more important than today. So again, I believe na after ng session na ito, after ng virtual inset na binigay namin sa inyo, you learn a lot. Okay? And also, why? Because every person deserves the chance to fulfill their potential. It is necessary to maximize the potential. So we know naman as a teacher, nakikita natin yung potential ng mga students natin. And everybody is talented. Everyone has what it takes to make something out of their life. But sometimes the missing link is just that chance to express themselves for a lot of people who did not maximize their potential. They end up not maximizing their potential because they are never to get the chance to do so. So as a teacher, nakikita na natin yung mga bata, there are a lot of things na kailangan natin ma-maximize yung kanyang potential. Then, ganun din naman tayo as a teacher. We need to maximize ourselves. Lalo na ngayon, dapat the teacher is always one step ahead for our students. Kahit na bago yung mga ginagamit nating different platform, we need to deserve pa rin for our professional development to fulfill our potential. Everybody, meron tayong mga different skills that we need to maximize. Okay, wag po tayong i-maximize, wag po tayong matakot na i-maximize ang ating skills because everybody has a lot. Okay, then the next one is, and when the students have everything they need to learn in a way that works for them, powerful. So possibilities open up. When the students have everything they need to learn in a way that works for them. So, very powerful yun kapag natuto yung ating mga bata at nai-direct natin sila for the right learning. What it comes to what students need to learn, it will naturally vary from students, but some fundamentals apply to all. Students need to access up-to-date curriculum. So, kailangan na ibibigay natin yung best sa ating mga bata. Sabi nga kanina, di ba, nagkaroon tayo ng mga MELP. So, dapat yung mga tinuturo natin still naka-budget upward, then naka-connect pa rin siya sa ating MELP. And also, they need to access teacher who can guide their support their learning journey. And as a teacher, our part is to help the students maging part ng kanilang learning journey. Kasi tayo yung magdadirect sa kanila. Like for example, ngayon gumagamit tayo ng technology, dapat i-guide natin ang bata sa proper way how to use the technology. Not just of using, but the word netiquette. Yan, tinuturo din natin yan sa ating mga bata. Okay? And also whether it is a screen reader for visually impaired students or video conferencing tools for this learning. So, ayan po yung mga possibilities na pwedeng ibigay ni Google. That when the fundamental support and tools of education are provided, possibilities open up, potential can be fulfilled. Okay? So, meron akong isa-cite na example. Look at Liz Brown, one of the world's leading motivational students. He was born on the floor of an abandoned building and was labeled as mentally handicapped during this primary school year. His twin brother was bright. Let's earn the label that Tom Twin, one teacher changed his life. So ito yung nakaka-encourage, giving them the confidence and self-belief that anything was possible. And he worked hard since that the moment to realize his goal and leave the praise that you have a greatness with you. Okay, so as teacher, wag po tayong matakot na tulungan ang ating bata. So even though na-stress na tayo, there are a lot of things that we need to be ready when we face the class. So wag tayong matakot because at the end of the day, so marirealize natin na ang mga estudyante natin ay tinulungan natin sila ma-maximize ang kanilang potential when it comes in learning. Okay? So, learning happened at the school, at home, and everywhere in between. So, look at pandemic now. So, today, the learning, ang mga parents po ay part na rin. Teacher na rin po sila ngayon. And also, we know that the first time na naging teacher natin, yung ating mga magulang. Okay? So, binalik lang ngayong pandemya. Always remember that na kahit nai-struggle po ang mga parents, always remember that you can connect po tayo sa ating mga teacher. Huwag po tayong matakot kahit parents tayo, hindi natin alam, pwede tayong mag-ask a teacher ng help. Then we know just how much involvement natin and happen. And also dapat din yung mga leaders natin, yung mga administration, dapat alam din nila yung how to deliver the curriculum, and also kung ano yung mga ginagawa natin, the school leader who make a decision about how the school is run, and ano po pa yun, and how to abreast with the new technology. So, ayan po yung mga dapat na alam ng ating mga administration kung paano po isusupport ang ating mga teacher in terms of getting a lot of materials, revising of curriculum. So, ano yung pwede nating magamit ngayong pandemic? So, dahil online lang tayo, ano pa yung mga supplement materials na pwede nating gamitin? Like, most of the time, nagkakaroon tayo ng professional development. So, bakit ba natin ito ginagawa? Para ma-equip pa ang ating mga teacher, and also, not just equipping but teacher to maging confident sila when it comes in delivery. So delivery in terms of mga materials na pinoprovide, and also confidence sila in teaching another software na pwede nilang ibigay sa kanilang mga estudyante. And also the parents and guardian who provide the home-based support. So dapat lagi tayong support. And remember that learning happens at school and home and everywhere in between. Okay? So again, as you can see on my slide, so it's why our ongoing aim is to be helpful, providing technology and tools to support the ever-evolving needs to both educators and students. It's our driving goal to help educators. So ayan naman po ang ginagawa namin to transform teaching and learning for all, and that means providing a platform for each school to have the time, tools, and materials they need to create impactful teaching and learning environments that are right for every individual students. Again, to empower educators with the means to create innovative and impactful teaching environment to drive outcomes for every students, no matter who they are, where they are learning from, or what their individual goals might be. Okay, so there are a lot of teaching of materials, resources, the Google platform, the Gmail, the Drive, the Meet, the Classroom. So ayan po yung provided ni Google for us teacher na hindi lang tayo mahirapan when it comes in online, but kailangan din the everyday our task is mag-level up pa tayo and using this different platform. Okay, so it is why ongoing to be a helpful, providing the technology tools support that ever-evolving needs of both education and teacher. So Google is there to provide everything you need. Kahit na nag-change po from G Suite to Google Workspace, ayan. So ano ba ang goal nila? Para mas maging convenient, para as simple as that. So magagamit natin ang platform ni Google when it comes in simplicity. Okay? Simplicity mas better. So again, enable education leader to use the Google for Education application extensively for what? So supercharge students' outcomes. So ano ba yung mga binibigay natin sa ating mga estudyante? Then keep data private and secure. So pag gumagamit po tayo ng mga platforms, kahit na nabago na from G Suite to Workplace, again, same pa rin yung mga ginagamit natin. And we can choose, customize, and scale, create value of all level. Instructions, transforming, harness, potential education, technology, and achieving students' learning outcome. So, ayan po yung mga ibinibigay niya. Enable education leader to improve. Okay, or it is easy to collaborate and to create our teaching a love for Google Classroom. So ako, even us, kahit na nasa EdTech na kami, I use pa din Google Classroom. Okay, so again, empower every educator to gain impactful teaching time. So Google has given us platform to all to learn together and enable greater collaboration. Teacher might set it up initially, but the students are so excited about things able to collaborate that they are the ones driving it. So again, so kahit tayo teacher, kahit na alam natin na sometimes stress tayo because of the internet connection. But again, so we need to empower us and also our students to deliver continuous learning from anywhere as long as they have internet connection. So collaborate with peers and stakeholder, build better school-home relationship and access training and professional development. So we should empower every educator. So that's why the EdTech people, the EdTech unit will here to empower every educator. So kaya naman po, nagkaroon kami ng virtual INSET is to help teacher, ano pa yung pwede namin i-share sa inyo. Okay? So another is to equip every student. So kailangan nating equip yung mga bata, not only the teacher, but also we need to equip every students because again, sabi ko nga kanina, every students have the potential that we need to maximize that skills. There has been a massive improvement in students' performance. Yan, strengthen connection with educators. So provide what they need to thrive. Foster future skills with lesson daily content, create inclusive environment. So again, teacher, we strengthen communication and pathway between educators and learners, connect with students everywhere they are learning from with. Okay, ang ginagamit natin when it comes in meeting our students, we use Google Meet. Okay, kahit na wala tayong face-to-face, but we use Google Meet to share yung ating mga lessons sa ating bata. Kahit hindi natin sila nakikita, but at least ginagamit natin ang platform, let's say the Google Meet, to meet our students. Okay? So another thing is involved every day. So we've seen year-over-year improvement in students' performance. That's attribute to the instructional model of our school. So nakikita natin that the advantages of using Google innovation. So nakikita natin may mga changes na nagaganap, may mga changes na sa ating teaching and learning, pero nakakatuwa kasi nagagamit pa rin ng mga teacher. And kahit na may mga latest features na madideliver seemingly to the user when sa atin po as teacher, continually improve students' outcome. So, kung ano yung na-improve natin when it comes using this online, na ibibigay din natin sa ating mga bata. Use insight and analytics to track progress. Pag gumagamit po tayo ng Google Classroom, nakikita natin yung weaknesses ng bata, kung saan papasok sa teacher, lalo na kung mayroon mga tinatawag na multi-intelligence. So, yan po ang work ng ating mga teacher. Yan. So, now, bringing the best of Google for education. So bringing the best is to deliver differentiate and engaging learning experience that promote collaboration and creativity. You know naman that the Google Workspace for Education, kahit na nag-change ang kanyang pangalan, still wala pong nabago. Ganun pa rin yung mga features na binibigay ni Google. Again, when we use the Google platform, especially in Google Classroom, this platform promotes collaboration and creativity for the students. And also we enhance and elevate class content with a host of educational resources. Marami pong educational resources na binibigay si Google. Kailangan lang po ay i-app ni admin. Kung meron po tayong domain, ang kailangan lang ay i-add up ni admin like the CS First, Teacher Center, Apply Digital Skills. At kung gusto natin turuan ng mga bata how to be an internet awesome, a proper use of internet, a proper use of netiquette, using online, meron pong curriculum si Google na pwedeng ibigay sa inyo. Curriculum na po siya, pwede nyo na po siyang ituro. Yun po yung Be Internet Awesome. Okay? Yan po yung tinatawag na digital citizenship. Okay? So, and bringing you more okay, than ever in 2021. So, nung February 18, nag-launch po si Google ng mga new changes and features. So, ayan po. Kung makikita natin, number 1, not number 1, but number 4. Google Workspace for Education now has 4 editions. So meron na pong 4 editions to choose from to find the right solution for your school. Again, the right solution for your school. So kung wala tayong budget for para sa mga online platform, again, free pa din binibigay ni Google Workplace fundamentals, yung mga ginagamit natin na sa pagtuturo, yan po yung fundamentals. Lalo na kailangan lang po natin, meron tayong domain. So, ayan. So, kung wala po tayong domain, we can connect sa Google Partner. Mag-email lang po kayo sa education@qsr.com. So, ayan. Pwede po silang makatulong sa inyo. Okay? And also, we have 500 policies in Google Admin Console. So, kung meron po tayong domain, ang admin po natin or the ITO or the ICT coordinator, sila po ang nagmo-monitor ng admin for updating ng mga students, pag-create ng students and teacher, pag-create ng account, sila po yung namamahala niyan. So, na-update na rin po yung capabilities ng console or the Google Admin. Okay? And now, So ayan po yung ayan po yung mga changes. So Google Workplace for Education, yan na po ang tawag. Kasi nakakabulol po yung G Suite or G Suite. So hindi natin alam. So that's why ang goal ni Google is to make it simpler every day at convenient yung mga teacher. So ang tawag na ay Google Workplace for Education. Google Workplace for Education empower your school community with simple and flexible tools that cultivate collaboration and communication, and now comes with the choice of 4 edition. Okay, so number 1 is the Google Workspace. So meron pa rin tayong ginagamit na Google Workspace for Education Fundamental. So ayan po yung ginagamit natin na free tools that enables collaborative learning opportunities on a secure platform. So wag po tayong matakot na gamitin ito ng gamitin because again, hindi tayo pababayaan ni Google. Secured pa din yung ating platform when it comes in teaching and learning. So Google Workplace for Education Standard. So ayan, ito po yung meron ng may bayad. So this is standard advanced security and analytics tools to help reduce risk and mitigate threats with increased visibility and control across your learning environment. Ito pong Google Standard, ito po yung for the admin side. So ito naman for teaching and learning upgrade, enhance educator tools to help enrich communication and class experience and guide academic integrity. So ito po is para po sa mga teacher and learning kung gusto nating mag-upgrade kasi lahat po ng function ay nandito. Then Google Workplace for Education Plus, ito yung everything is there. Okay? So lahat. Now, kung gusto niyo talaga na kung wala kayong LMS at kung meron naman kayong domain, so pwede po na meron tayong partner para makatulong po sa atin. Okay? So ayan. So nabigyan na natin. And also, ito yung mga ginagamit natin, di ba? Classroom. Educators can streamline the creation of grading, collection, assignment, and giving them more time to focus students' outcome. So as a teacher, alam naman po natin ang benefit nito. So engage student with individual, interactive, impactful learning experiences. So alam natin itong gamitin. Sa mga session ng training namin sa Google Certification, isa ito sa exam. So sabi ko nga kanina, noong nagkaroon ng pandemic, 150 million students educator using Google Classroom, April 2020. So, ayan po. So, kasi ito po ang mas nagamit talaga. Kasi walang issue ng mga account, kahit personal account, pwede nyo siyang magamit. Okay? So, and also the Google Meet. Engage more deeply with students, colleagues, and parents to secure face-to-face video calls and messaging. So, you know naman, the benefit of this one. So, medyo in-upgrade na po siya. Okay? Kaya lang medyo may price din siya. But again, so 100 pa rin po ang binibigay ni Google Meet para sa education fundamentals. Then, by number, Google Meet is connecting people in 230 countries and territories. So, ayan po. So, again, sa mga exciting new features, may mga magaganap na pong changes. Okay? So, bukod sa changes, ang issue po dati ay sound. So, meron po akong papakita. Pasensya na, picture ko yung nandiyan. So, meron po tayong tinatawag na dito yung tab. So, yan po yung bago. So, ilalagay niyo po yung inyong mga video presentation dun sa tab. Then, isi-share niyo na po para yung issue ng sounds, madali niyo na pong ma-present sa mga students ninyo kung meron kayong sounds na pinapakita. Okay? So, again, all you have to do is to one level step for your students. We need to upgrade our skills in using that technology. Kahit nandiyan na yung technology, kailangan pa din po nating aralin. Okay? So again, the benefit of Google Forms, alam naman din natin yan. Pero ngayon, may mga changes na rin po siyang nagaganap. Okay? So because of our time constraint, sa mga susunod na session, kung tayo po ay merong session, yan po yung i-workshop natin sa mga susunod. Pero again, mayroon din pong nalagay ng mga features for the new workplace education fundamentals. And also the assignment, teacher can quickly secure, create, analyze the grade course with LMS. So ayan, meron na po siyang reports, make it easy. So meron na po siyang tinatawag na ano po yung tinatawag, originality report. So, pwede na yan, lalo na tayo, meron tayong DepEd account, yung ating drive, meron ng mga priorities, pwede na yung mag-create ng workplace. So, another thing, pwede na natin gamitin yung originality report. So, para ma-cite, turuan natin yung ating mga bata na i-cite yung mga kinuha nilang mga research. Dapat, kung tayo teacher, kung kumukuha tayo ng mga content from YouTube o from Google search, dapat authenticity, we need to cite the author kung sino man yan. Okay? So, ayan po. Then, we can create rubric. Okay, we can reuse the assignment, the rubric for the assignment, lalo na po sa mga English teacher. Yan. So ito po ginagamit ng student, yung Socratic. You can download it to inyong mga smartphone. So the benefit of this one, student can use Socratic for quick answer when they don't have direct access to their teacher. Promise, makakatulong po ito. Okay? And also, why Google for Education? At Google, we believe access to great learning experience and something that everyone deserves with Google for Education. We want to help transform teaching and learning so that every student can realize their full potential. Again, 150 million Google Classroom user, so and also 40 plus million Chromebook user, and then 170 million Google Workplace for Education user. So ang dami na pong naganap. Okay? So again, what's new? Ito na po yung bago. So meron na po tayong recent update across Google for Education product. So kasi nakita ni Google na kung maganda na yung ginagamit natin, mas ginawa pa niyang seamless. Okay? So, in 2021, Learning with Google product announcement, nagkaroon po siya ng announcement. So, ito po yung Workplace for Education. So, we have ito po yung pre-edition. The pre-edition is the Google Workplace for Education, a pre-suite of tools that enables collaborative learning opportunities on secured platform. So, ito po yung may mga paid version. So, syempre, pagka may paid, may additional function. Okay? So, ito po yung first standard, mostly for the admin tool. So, teaching and learning, and this one for the enhanced educator tools. So, additional din po is the Google Workplace for Education Plus. So, ito po yung mga talagang lahat nandoon na. Okay? So, syempre, again, kumbaga, mabait pa din si Google. Kung walang budget ang school, pwede natin magamit ang Google Workplace for Education Fundamental. Again, kung nasanay na kayo ng Google for Education o G Suite for Education, same pa din siya. Okay? Naiba lang yung mga icon. Okay? So, ayan. Then, ayan, meron na po siyang mga login. So, meron po akong papakita. Bibilisan ko na lang. So, itong educational fundamental. So, the admin opens one to better understand. So, pag gumagamit po tayo ng Google Fundamentals, dapat po tignan natin, makiusap tayo dun sa ating ITO or the ICT coordinator na idagdag yung mga different application na pwede nating magamit sa ating pagtuturo. Sometimes, nagkakaroon po ng issue because continually yung process. Like for example, March 21 pa po, ilalabas yung debug issue with classroom. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kahit na naririnig natin na may changes, ongoing pa din yung process ng pag-change. Okay? So, ayan. Ayan yung mga issue. Okay? So, ayan. Meron po akong nilagay na color coding. So, pag sinabi dyan, Education Fundamentals. And that is free. Okay? So, ito naman po, on March 21, ina-launch na rin po yung expert activity, yung mga report on classroom usage, engagement. So, ayan, para na po siya, ilan na po yung pumapasok sa Google Classroom, ilan na yung kumukuha ng quiz. Ayan, yan po yung mga tools na pwede nang magamit. Pero ito po ang paid version. Merong education standard at nasa education class. Ayan. And also, pero madami pa ding free. Like, ito po, I use, ilalabas later this year, use classroom offline for students with limited internet connectivity. Dito po ako masaya because ito po yung lagi nating problem. Paano kung walang internet connection? Again, this slot is available lang for the Android user for the start. Kasi syempre, again, continually, nasa ongoing process pa din. But still, nagagamit natin. We'll make the classroom mobile apps work offline or with intermittent connection, students will be able to start their work offline. Students will be able to start their work offline, review their assignment, yung kanilang mga open drive attachment, with drive assignment in Google Docs with all an internet connection. So kung dati nahihirapan tayo because wala siyang internet connection, ngayon sinolve na rin po ni Google yan. Pwede na po natin ma-download sa ating Android yung kapag gumagamit tayo ng mobile, pwede na natin i-download ang Google Classroom. Okay? So kahit na offline, magagamit natin siya. Again, ila-launch siya later this year. At I think mga April po siya. Ayan, kung nakikita niyo yung color code, nasa Education Fundamentals, and that is free. Okay? So later this year, okay, sa Education Fundamental Plus, dati kasi pag personal Gmail o nasa domain lang, wala po siyang na-export yung grade. Ngayon, later this year, lalabas na rin po yung grade export. Teacher can sync assignment and grading data between their Aspen. Ito po yung additional software na i-connect lang sa Google Classroom para po ma-export na ni teacher. Kasi sometimes, ako na-experience ko din using my personal Gmail, kahit na po na nakapagbigay ako ng quiz, iniisa-isa ko pa rin siya. Okay? Tapos nagre-response ako dun sa bata. Now dito, better na may additional software na i-connect lang sa Google Classroom para i-export na natin ang ating grade. Okay? So para ma-lessen din yung work ni teacher. And also, integrate your favorite edtech tools. Ano yung mga favorite edtech tools? So ito, meron tayo, kaya lang meron siyang bayad. So teaching and learning upgrade, so nasa educational plus siya. So ayan po. Okay? So another thing is, gusto ko lang yung free. Alam ko naman, dear participant, gusto nyo rin yung free, di ba? Pero kung may budget naman si school at gusto nyo mag-provide ng additional software for the faculty and staff and also for the learners, maganda din po ito talaga. Okay? So, masisync yung ating roster. So, directly to the classroom for students. Again, admin will be able to create classes. Kapag may education plus po tayo, si admin po, siya na yung magagawa ng mag-creation. Hindi na po si teacher. Kasi sometimes tayo pa yung nagke-create ng class. So, ito, directly to classroom para students information system. So, siya na po yung pwedeng gumawa niyan. So, possible na kapag Google Educational Plus tayo, possible na ang teacher ay malilesen na yung work kasi may admin tayo na nagpo-monitor niyan. Okay? So, Google Apps for Edu Domain Administrator to create update teacher. So, ayan, i-update yung mga teacher kasi sometimes hindi siya na-update, dumadami lang yung mga number of students kahit na wala na sila sa school, hindi pa rin siya natatanggal. So, better na i-remove natin sila para the space, pwede pa tayong maglagay, mag-update. Okay? Para yung mga storage natin ay nababawasan. Okay? And also, better grading with improved mobile workflow. So more teachers around the world are using mobile devices for giving feedback on the go. This improvement will make it easier for instruction to switch between student submission, grade board, while viewing an assignment on the shared feedback. So again, for the startup, sa Android lang po muna tayo. So again, meron siyang color coding. So education fundamentals. Okay? So again, so improve photo creation, attachment, and submission for mobile first user. So again, education fundamentals pa rin siya. We'll be making it much easier to submit photo in classroom, includes scanning, homework, combined image in the single document, cropping or rotating. Sometimes ito yung problema natin eh. Pag gusto natin mag-picture, sometimes parang ang hirap mag-attach. Ito, mas madali na lang po siya. Again, nasa education fundamental lang siya. Improve photo creation. Okay? So again, dear teacher, nakakatawa pong isipin na there are a lot of changes happening in Google Fundamentals. And lastly, this year, better understand your class with engagement tracking. So ayan po yung education fundamentals. So yung matrix, dashboard, help educator understand and measure student engagement, provide interaction. So meron na po siyang statistics. So nakikita na kung kailan siya nag-login. So, ayan, kailan yung latest submission. So, nakikita na rin po kasi yun yung kulang before. So, basta pagka nag-submit na sila, makikita na lang na naka-turn in. So, ibig sabihin, naiintindihan ni Google kung ano yung mga dapat nilang i-change, yung mga naiintindihan na lang kung ano pa yung mga dapat nilang baguhin for us teacher na mas as simple as that, mas naiintindihan pa natin or mas nasasanay na tayo. Tanungin ko kayo, teacher, pagka nag-face-to-face ba, I think gagamitin nyo pa rin ito kasi nasanay na kayo eh. Kumbaga, ang paggamit ng technology, na-solve yung inyong problem, na-solve yung hardship ninyo na kung titignan natin, everyday nagsusulat tayo before sa DLL. Kaya nga most of the teacher before magaganda ang sulat ng mga old teacher, yung mga traditional teacher. But nowadays, tignan natin everywhere, anytime. Pwede tayong i-download yung mga materials natin, pwedeng nandiyan lang, i-modify, then upload, hindi na problema kung saan natin isi-save. Pwede tayong i-download yung offline yung ating Google Drive, tapos ilagay natin yung mga important files doon. Then after noon, pag nakadetect na ng internet, masisync na siya. So ayan po, nakakatuwang isipin because any platform na ginagamit natin today, pag nag-face-to-face tayo, talagang may engage pa rin natin to at gagamitin pa rin natin siya. Okay? So again, pag gusto natin magturo ng CS First, this is a free introductory computer science curriculum. Teacher will be able to import student roster from Google Classroom directly. Ito po, pwedeng i-add ni admin yung CS or Computer Science First. Kung nagtuturo tayo ng mga computer programming na wala tayong materials, we can use this. The admin will upload this one or i-add sa ating console para magamit ng mga teacher. So again, dear teacher, nakakatawa pong isipin that this pandemic will help the teacher na ma-engage tayo sa different platforms. So nakakatawa, because of this, lahat na ho ng ating skills using a different platform. So again, dear teacher, so dyan po nagtatapos, I encourage you na lagi tayong one step ahead sa ating mga paggamit ng different platform. Sa EdTech, binibigay po ang lahat ng mga different application na kung saan ay pwede nating makonect sa ating pagtuturo para po maging mas convenient tayo when it comes using a different platform. So nakakatuwang isipin ng lahat ng mga teacher ngayon, nakikita namin kung sino yung nagpa-participate at natutuwa sila sa mga naganap, natuwa sila kung paano ang tamang paggamit ng different platform. At sa haba-haba ng tinakbo natin, mas natuto tayo at nagkaroon tayo ng confidence how to use the different platform. Again, dear teacher, thank you so much for still nandiyan kayo to hear kung ano pa yung mas ibibigay ng EdTech team. So always remember that the EdTech unit, nandito lang kami to help you and to engage with you on how to use the proper tools in teaching. Again, thank you so much for this morning. I hope you learn a lot from this. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you so much, Teacher Rowie, for your informative and very encouraging talk about Google.
Yes, you know what, Teacher May, I can still remember, no? When we take the Google certification level 1 and level 2, so definitely po, it will really challenge you regarding with the different applications that is offered by Google. And you know what, teachers, at first, parang if we're going to think it's Google certification, parang it's a big word na napakahirap. But definitely po, as you go along the way, ma-realize niyo na ito pala yung mga apps na usual na natin.
Yes. And it's yung buong program, when you are to be certified as a Google certified educator, hindi naman ganun kahirap yung mga course na binibigay, no? It's very, yung mga binibigay na questions, and then yung mga scenarios, you can really apply it in the classroom. So parang you are learning Google products, but also you're learning how to apply these products correctly inside your classroom.
Yes, if you can still remember, I don't know, Teacher May, kung napagdaanan mo, but when we are doing our thesis, di ba, if you can still remember nung college, kapag meron tayong file, ilagay natin is thesis final. Susunod, thesis final na to. Susunod, thesis final na talaga to. So definitely, kung mapapansin niyo, sobrang sobrang dami natin mga ginagamit na file name. But with Google, ang nangyayari po is, pwede tayong mag-collaborate, di ba? So habang nagawa tayo sa isang file, automatic na save na din yung mismo document.
I experience po kung gaano ka-easy magkaroon ng collaborative work using Google Docs. You just have to share it, no, with your student's email address or share the link. Tapos you can have it as a public docs or document and then have your students to collaborate. Aside from that, no, yung efficiency ng Google Drive, hindi na kailangan na mag-save like file 1, file 2, file 3 because as long as you have your internet connection, automatically nagsisave yung file. So there's no need to remember so many file names because kapag nag-save ka na sa Google Drive, it automatically saves. And what is a good thing to hear po, yung ating Google account na binigay ni DepEd, it offers unlimited storage. O saan ka pa?
Yes, hindi na kailangan lagi magkaroon ng flash drive or magkaroon ng external hard disk kasi alam natin na medyo expensive din. Then, also would like to remind you to get ready with your phones because later on we will be posting the QR code for the evaluation of our speaker for the AM session for the day 3. Now, we also would like to request yung mga questions po ninyo for our speaker, Teacher Rowie. You may now send it po.
I know marami pong mga gustong i-clarify or may mga bagay kayo na gusto pang matutunan about products ni Google. So, Teacher Rowie is here with us to help you know these things.
Yes, and so while we are waiting for those questions to be given to us by our technical and webinar directors, medyo may papagawa tayong challenge ang mga teachers natin ngayon because you know the Teacher May and Teacher Jeff are teacher broadcasters from DepEd TV, and as much as we would like to have yung mga teachers sana natin, magkaroon din ng DepEd TV feels, di ba?
Yes, kasi nakita na namin yung mga pictures ninyo for virtual INSET Day 3 at namangha na kami how creative the teachers could be. Yung iba nagpa-photo frame, yung iba meron silang ganap dun sa kanilang groupie. So why not have the feels of being a TV as well?
Yes, actually meron mga videos na talagang pinost nila na ginaya na talaga nila yung buong script na nandun sa video. Kaya naman po, we are challenging yung mga teachers natin. You can now create your own intro and extra. So pag sinabi natin, ano po ba yung intro and extra, Teacher May?
Yung intro po, yun po yung line, no, na sinasabi ng isang TV when he or she is about to begin the lesson. And how about the outro, Sir Jeff?
Yes, the outro or the extra. Ito naman po yung mga last few words na sasabihin ninyo as your tag or pinaka-tagline ninyo as a teacher broadcaster para ito po yung natatandaan ng mga students natin whenever we're going to end our episode.
Okay, so how about we give a sample intro, Sir Jeff?
Yes, okay. So magsasample po tayo para at least may idea po kayo. So for TLE6, ang ginagamit ko po is, hello students, it's now time to learn and explore life with technology and livelihood education. I'm your TLE buddy, Teacher Jeff, and you're watching DepEd TV.
Ang galing, di ba? Ni Sir Jeff sa kanyang intro. Okay, and this is how I do my introduction for English 5. So don't go away. I am Teacher May, and I will be with you every step of the way.
Ayan, very good. Ang galing. So definitely mga teachers, huwag po kayo ma-overwhelm kasi kami rin naman ilang beses namin practice na. Opo, and a QA yan. So definitely, pwede po kayong gumawa ng mga sarili nyong ganyan. Then mag-post na po kayo. We are encouraging everyone. Huwag po kayong matakot.
And we will try our best to select the best videos po, no, ng mga TV feels.
Yes, at ipapalabas natin yan dito sa ating Facebook Live as well as ating sa YouTube channel. So ready na po ang ating mga questions. Okay? So while we are waiting for the questions, we also would like to give thank you po dun sa mga teachers natin who are posting yung mga selfies nila.
Ang galing, no? Ang galing ng mga ganap, ang galing ng mga gimmick. And we were amazed how creative we could be, no? Pati sa mga hashtags, pati sa inyong mga posts sa FB, no? Talagang sobrang kami na-overwhelmed with how creative you could be.
Ayan. Kaya naman po, dun po sa mga teachers na wala pa pong selfie, ayan. So, pwede po tayong mag-selfie ulit para meron po kayong mga pa-shout out. Then later on, magpapakita kami ng mga samples while we are waiting for the... sige, magpakita raw po muna tayo ng mga samples.
Excited na ako makita yan, Sir Jeff.
Ayan. Okay. Ayan, maraming salamat. Talagang sobra yung editing. Di ba talaga kapag yung mga teachers ang
Yes.
gumagawa, no?
No? Para lang portfolio, napaka-creative na may design.
Ayan, so since naka-share po yan sa Facebook, grab na po namin para at least yung mga shoutouts po din natin maging mabilis. Then later on, makaharap po tayo ng break. So that's the time na pwede po kayo magpunta sa restroom, tumayo, mag-inat-inat ng konti, and we will be doing the shoutouts po during that time. Ayan. Thank you very much po sa lahat ng mga teachers na nag-participate.
And thank you so much po for sending your pictures and using the hashtag po. It's a way for us to know that you are participating actively, though in a virtual space.
Ayan, maraming salamat po. So later on, itutuloy natin yung mga pa-shoutout. Sobrang dami na teacher ng mga nagpapa-shoutout sa atin, no? Pero sige, pasingitin na natin to kasi it's a very important event. So happy Foundation Day, Ramon Magsaysay High School in Cubao. And to the teachers and senior high school department of Ramon Magsaysay, headed by their principal, Dr. Eladio Escolano. So special shout out to Sir Anthony Victor Capanta, who belongs to this school celebrating its Foundation Day.
Happy Foundation Day po!
Ayan. So ready na po ang ating mga questions. So we will be posting our questions. So Teacher Rowie, ready na po ba tayo?
Okay.
Ready na, Teacher Rowie.
Ayan, thank you so much. Kasi po may ang dami ko na pong binabasang message kasi po they are interested to be a part of Google certification.
I believe so, Teacher.
Sige, ano pong ating
So
tanong?
we're now flashing our questions. We're trying to have it on screen.
Okay, so our first question is from John L. Genovesa, Pagasawa Elementary School, Cebu Province. So the question, ma'am, is, what do you think are the pros and cons of Google Workspace for education, considering it challenges our teachers?
Okay, so the question is pros. Actually ako, teacher din naman ako. So ngayong pandemya, lahat naman po ay na-challenge because we're not used to gamitin lagi ang online because of the internet connection. Yun yung challenge. But the thing is, sabi nga kanina, nasusolve naman yung mga issue, yung mga challenges ng mga teacher. The DepEd, okay, I'll speak for the DepEd. So gumawa po sila ng DepEd TV. Yan. So para kahit pa paano yung walang internet connection at merong pong TV sa bahay, ay pwede silang manood ng mga lesson. And also, yung mga Google application na pinakita natin or the Workspace, napansin nyo kanina dun sa presentation, yung continuous yung kanilang pag-innovate. Okay? Like for example, yung Android, pwede na tayo mag-download ng offline classroom. Okay? So, through that offline classroom, pwede nang magamit ng bata. Kasi the issue, alam naman, the internet connection is not the issue. Problema din siya ng buong Pilipinas, not the NCR alone. So, lalong-lalo na sa mga last mile school. So, the advantages din naman ay kapag online tayo, mas nalilesen yung hardship ng teacher. Kasi, look at the scenario. Nagbibigay tayo ng mga modules. I'm not against of giving the module kasi kailangan yun. Pero kasi kailangan din naman na kahit may module, ay meron pa din tayo mga soft copies of that materials na kahit papano ay natuturuan din natin ng bata ng paggamit ng tamang technology. Like for example, pwede nilang i-copy from their smartphone kung halimbawa nasira yung ating mga module. Kung meron tayong mga soft copy, pwede sa ating Android basahin, pwede sa laptop, sa desktop. And also, yun lang po ang a little disadvantages, the internet connection. But again, that internet connection, the DepEd will help you. Meron mga TV, yan, meron mga binibigay na mga module. So at the end of the day, nagagawa pa rin yung best ng not only the DepEd, because as a teacher, naniniwala ako, ayaw mo na hindi mo maibigay yung best mo rin sa ating mga bata. Also, challenge, but nagagawa natin that challenge is considering na nagagawa pa rin natin ang ating mga best sa pagtutulong. Okay? So, ayan po.
Thank you, Teacher Rowie, for weighing the pros and cons of using Google application. education. So we'll now have the second question po. And the question came from Mr. Ferdinand Anthony Villaflor from Kanya Marcelo Luna National High School of Cebu Province. And the question is, in mountain areas, how can we utilize the use of Google Classroom in delivering our lesson to learners?
So ayan na nga po yung new changes and features na binibigay ni Google. Kung meron naman po tayong Android, again, pwede tayong mag-download ng Google Classroom. Then, yung Google Classroom na yon, sabi ko nga kanina sa presentation ko, pwede na natin magamit online. Within this year, lalabas na po yan. And kasama po yan ng education workspace fundamental na binibigay. So, ako, nahihirapan din akong makita that yung mga teacher ay pumupunta din sa high area para lang makapag-connect. So again, ang pinaka-problem pa rin talaga is the internet connection. Pero kapag magagamit na natin ang Google Classroom, madali na lang kasi pwede tayong mag-update ng mga materials. Lahat ng materials na meron tayong soft copy, i-upload natin doon sa classwork kasi meron siyang tinatawag na materials, i-upload mo lahat, then you can assign it to your class. So, pwede kang makapag-create na kahit ilan ang klase mo, then upload that materials for your specific class. So, ayan po ang magagamit, ma-utilize natin na maigi. And also, pwede tayo, kung magpapaquiz tayo, pwedeng gumamit ng Google Forms for that. So, ayan, kung meron tayong presentation, pwede po mga group presentation, pwede tayong gumamit ng Google Slide. So we can use the Google Slide and we can share that slide deck sa ating mga estudyante. So ayan, may utilize natin. Kailangan lang po aralin natin kasi dapat makita natin yung kahalagahan ng paggamit ng technology. Hindi yan one click ay nandiyan na. We need to learn para mas confident tayo as teacher how to utilize this platform when it comes in teaching and learning. Ganun din po yung Google Classroom. Kahit ako din po, ginagamit ko rin po siya. Tapos nakakatuwa kasi kapag may quiz ka, automatic na makikita mo na ang mga bata ay nakapag-turn in na ng kanilang mga activities. So ikaw, teacher, all you have to do is monitor them. Okay? So ayun po, I hope nasagot ko po yung how to utilize the use of Google Classroom.
Yes, thank you very much, Teacher Ruiz. Our third question is from Sir Raymark I. Benavides from Dr. Jose Laco Salonga High School from Nueva Ecija. So how can we assure the validity and reliability of the answers of our students using this Google Workspace?
Okay. The validity, reliability of the answer of the students. Okay. So, the validity, again, teacher, tayo naman po ang nagbibigay ng ating test. Tayo yung gumagawa ng ating examination. So, while making the examination, nakikita na natin yung validity na binibigay natin sa paggagawa ng quiz. Now, pag gumagamit tayo ng Google Forms, yan, kasi one of the platform na pwede natin magamit sa pagko-quiz is using the Google Forms. So, pag gumagawa tayo ng Google Form, nilalagay natin yung ating mga quiz, dun po nilalagay yung mga questions. So, meron siyang mga different type, let's say about multiple choice, there are a lot of things, mga question type, multiple choice, checkbox, option. The reliability naman, kung ma-check natin, pwede natin makita, let's say halimbawa, ang lahat ng bata ay nag-turn in na after nilang mag-quiz. So ikaw, isi-set mo rin yung setting na dapat ang bata ay isang beses lang siyang magpo-quiz. Kasi pwede nating iset sa setting yon. Again, teacher, tayo pa rin yung magsiset ng setting doon. Hindi porket nakagawa na tayo dun sa Google Form, ay hahayaan na natin. We need to check the limit. Let's say, check the limit to one response at hindi siyang pwedeng mag-edit. Tapos sa Google Form, pwede na rin naman na ilagay nyo na yung tamang sagot para pag-test ng bata, makikita niya na rin yung score. Then after nun, mapifilter na, makikita na natin yung list master skills kasi pag gumamit tayo ng Google Form, pwede tayong mag-create ng new spreadsheet to check kung ano yung mga list, yung mga medyo nahirapan yung bata sa pagkikreate mo ng test or the lesson na binibigay mo. Again, teacher, tayo pa rin yung mag-aayos ng setting at tayo pa rin yung gagawa ng mga exam. So again, ang Google Tools o Google Forms ay nakakatulong lang siya para mapabilis yung ating ginagawa at sa ngayong online, yan talagang ginagamit natin para ma-lessen ang paper. Alangan naman po na magbigay pa tayo ng mga papers, although nakasama din po siya sa module, pero ayan, yan po, proper setting din po. Tsaka i-check, kung nakita natin na, let's say, halimbawa sa question, mahina yung bata. So that's the time na papasok tayo para magkaroon tayo ng enhancement. Or, anong tinatawag dyan? We can do another review for that specific question na ibinigay natin. Ayan po.
Thank you so much, Teacher Roy, for clarifying that to us. Now, we'll be proceed to the third question. And the third question, fourth. Okay, I stood corrected. Fourth question. So the fourth question is from Edward Pascual from Tandok National High School, Camarines Sur. And the question is, what are the qualifications needed to be eligible for the Google certification voucher?
Ayan. Definitely like So again, qualification. The qualification ay dapat alam natin ginamit ang mga Google Tools, application.
Okay. Okay na. Ayan. Google Forms, slides, sites, yan po. Digital citizenship. So dapat po, to qualify, alam nyo sa sarili natin na ginagamit natin yung mga tools na to. At sabi nga namin sa mga session na ginaganap namin, ay nagagamit na po talaga ng mga teacher ito. Yan. So tatapusin lang po namin ang batch 3 kasi ito po ay naka-memo. Then after nun, you can email us or i-message na lang po ako para po mabigay ko sa inyong instruction how to qualify. So again, this is for teacher 1 to 3 or yung mga nagtuturo talaga. Yun. So, dahil napapanahon ang pagkuha natin ng Google certification, napapanahon din na dapat i-level up natin ang ating mga sarili sa paggagamit ng different tools and application. That's the time na mas-certify na tayo. All you have to do is email us or PM nyo lang kami. Bibigyan ko na kayo ng instruction how to join this Google certification. Ayan.
Okay, so we are now down to our last question, Teacher Rowie. And this question is from Sir Melvin D. Flores of Salapinao National High School, SDO Dagupan. Is there a syncing process of offline Google Workspace where learners' works are temporarily stored in their device, then will be forwarded when the device is online?
Ayan, thank you for that question.
Sabi ko kanina, you can download the Google Drive sa inyong mga laptop, tapos i-store nyo lahat ng mga important files, module, everything. Then, kapag ka naka-connect na siya ng internet, automatic magsisync na po yung process na. Magsisync na po siya. Okay? Kasi di ba pwede naman tayo maglagay na offline doon, store lang natin sa ating mga desktop. Pag-ilantan lahat ng mga halaga, then after noon, pag na-detect niya na ng internet, isi-sync niya na yan. Parang ano po yan sa Google Photos. Di ba pag naka-Android tayo, kapag naka-sync yan, halimbawa offline, tapos nagkuha-kuha kayo ng picture, marami kayong mga picture o video na kinuha sa inyong Android cellphone, matik yan kapag nag-Wi-Fi or na-detect niya ng internet, isi-sync up niya na po yan. And that is the syncing process. Okay? From offline to online. Yan. So, wag po tayong, again, sabi ko nga, dear teacher, wag po tayong matakot mag-explore because everything you need, just Google it. Kung hindi nyo man alam, magluto, anything, i-YouTube nyo lang. Ayan. Matututo na po tayo. Ayan, thank you.
Thank you so much, Teacher Rowie, for answering the questions from our audience and encouraging us to use Google. Nasabi nyo nga po na if you don't know it, Google it. And it's a very strong message na easy ang paggamit ng Google. So I know that you want to know a lot more things, pero we will be pausing for a short break. Kaya po, move, stand up, grab your favorite drink or snack, and you'll have a short break now.
Yes, hello po. So while we are having their break, no, Teacher May, we will be doing the shoutouts po na pinapadala po sa atin ng ating mga teachers and as well as ito po ay nationwide. So yung mga selfies ninyo, wag niyo rin po kalimutan na i-send. So sisimulan ko na Teacher May. So from Teacher Pamela Villanueva po, Bagong Silang High School, lalo na sa Filipino Department and Faculty Club, Dr. Marisa B. Feliciano, Principal at mga Department Heads, Mrs. Mirna Pacheco, Mr. Jovner Alcantara, Mrs. Rowena Armado, Ma'am Bench Nugit. Ayan. And Maria Clara, High School Faculty Division of Caloocan, Principal Miss Flora Titiope, Head, Mr. Norberto Capati from Gladys Lynn Soriano of MAPI Department.
Okay, shout out din po sa FPO Ormoc City from Paul. Ayan, shout out din po sa shout out po kay Sir Marco, Medranda, SDS Sir Al, ASDS Ma'am Isabel Subayan, CID Chief Ma'am Lloyda Barasa, SGOD Chief Ma'am Gemma Villaluna, at sa Principal po ng Kaunlaran High School, Dr. Cristina Castillo. At sa lahat po ng teachers na nag-distribute ng USB OTG, ingat po tayo lahat dyan.
Ayun, and also we would like to greet po our teachers from Cosmate Elementary School, School Head Eduardo A. Quinto Jr., District Supervisor Dr. Marcelina A. Larroco, SDO Pangasinan 2 from Sir Louis Palabino, teachers of Bolinao Integrated School with their school head Maria Cecilia Balbua, PSDS Ma'am Ruth Kaalaman, SDO 1 Pangasinan, teachers sa Division of Cebu Province, especially sa mga teachers ng Bantayan Island from Teacher Selena Rose, Binabalyan Elementary School, School Head Madam Analisa Del Fiero, Katubig Integrated School from Mark Joseph Caballar and Angelina Sestona, and the National High School from Albert Lazo.
Yes, shout out din po kay Ma'am Jana Vega Pidot at Amelia Flores po. Shout out din po sa Senior High School Department of Hill Montilla National High School ng SDO Sipalay City, headed by Edna T. Arbon, Assistant Principal 2, with Alea, Jed, Ken, Charles, Jeff, Ryan, Jomer, Lord, Jed, Francis, Janice, and Kathy.
Ayun, we also would like to greet Kaligayahan Elementary School with their masipag and butihing school head down na si Sir Joey S. Mansha. Then, Ma'am Charlene Maan M. Operio ng Maypaho Elementary School headed by Mrs. Josefina A. Pelayo.
Okay, pa-shoutout po sa mga kataguan ng Tala High School, especially to their beloved Principal Dr. Joel D. Salvador and their ESP department po. Magandang buhay daw po sa inyo lahat from Sir Jerical Navares.
Also, Eusebio High School, Pasig City with their Principal Ana Miranda Macasina, English department headed by Ma'am Rosana de Guzman. Happy birthday, Ma'am Luisa Torre. Then, that's from Angel Sayabo. Then English department and all department heads and coordinators of Caloocan City Business High School led by Dr. Ivy Perez, OIC Principal and Chief Education Supervisor of SGO in SDO Caloocan. Most especially to Dr. Nerissa Losaria Seso 6 SDS SDO Caloocan.
Okay, hello din po kay Ma'am Jean Paula Mercado ng Quinto National Vocational High School, kay Ma'am Cindy ng San Pedro National High School, from your friend daw po kay Ma'am Sherry La Peña.
Ayan, so definitely ang dami pa po nating mga pa-shoutout, medyo nagpa-flood na ako.
And pa-shoutout din po sa teachers from Regina Ramirez Cruz National High School, Pagdi North District, especially to their Principal 3, Sir Robert Cristobal from Sir Marco Manabat. Ganun din po, pa-shoutout din daw po sa mga teachers ng SDO Batangas Province, headed by their Schools Division Superintendent, Berthel M. Ibardome, Limeri District teachers headed by their District PSPS, Connie C. Hernandez, Limeri Pilot teachers headed by their dear Principal Maria Teresa E. Karingal. At ang pagbati ko ay galing kay Ma'am Henrich de Matula.
Ayan, so while we are doing the shoutouts po, no, nandyan po sa baba yung link natin na kailangan po natin i-download yung trial version for the Adobe kasi yan po ang next na topic natin.
Gagamitin po natin yan later for our next video.
Yes, so mag-download na po kayo. Then, habang nag-download po kayo, shoutout po sa Schools Division Superintendent Sir Roy Tobalia, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Sir J. Monteaco, to all our teachers, department heads of Don Pablo Lorenzo Memorial High School with the school principal Mr. Santos Jefe and Santa Maria PSDS Sir Joel Marcos from Edukasyon sa Pagpapakatao Department of Don Pablo.
Okay, greetings din daw po kay Sir Joel Bonavia, School Principal ng Cañas Central Elementary School ng Carcar City Division. Okay, hello din daw po sa mga ganito. So hello to Sir Melvin Ovaldo, FEA President, Head teacher Mrs. Loreline Mignon, and all Araling teachers of Pedro Guevara Memorial National High School, SDO Laguna. Happy birthday po kay Ma'am Maria Teresa Miradura, Master Teacher 2 of Masapang Integrated National High School. Hello po kay Ma'am Victoria Vera and Angeles, to all the teachers of San Roque National High School ng Victoria Laguna. Hello to Sir Kian Wenceslao Sanchez and teachers of Bagong Bayan Elementary School, SDO Laguna. Hello to Sir Gregorio and Titong and his head teacher, Ms. Josephine Basaka, and the rest of the mathematicos of Balibago Integrated High School, Santa Rosa City. Hello to Sir Jundi Luna and teachers of Caris SDO Pateros. Shout out din daw po kay Ma'am Grace Belangel Almonte, Jefferson Mabuhos Reyes, Jean Caria, who are watching po. Greetings po yan from Sir Mark Anthony Palocan.
Ayan, shoutout din po sa Zamboanga City High School, Main Division of Zamboanga City, English Department headed by Maria Laura de Lumpinas, and Mapi Department headed by Sir Roman Esperat. Then also, shout out din po sa Pulong Masle National High School to their principal, Ma'am Shena Panganiban, and buong SDO Pampanga. So that's from teacher broadcaster Ma'am Lynn Escoto.
Okay, shout out din po to all the teachers and staff of Solano High School, SDO Nueva Vizcaya, headed by Sir Victor Daleon. Ganoon din po, no, shout out din po sa executive producer, Sir Aldrin Carangala, Jenny Pantana ng Southville 6 Elementary School, Mark Anthony Paunlagi ng Ibaret Elementary School, Jean Rose Lantojos ng Tiani Elementary School, and hello po sa SDO Makati Rizal Elementary School, headed by Mrs. Corazon Kakulitan, and especially po sa grade 5 teachers nila.
And shoutout din po sa Kaligayahan Elementary School, sa kanilang masipag and butihing school head na si Sir Joey S. Mancia, and San Gregorio Elementary School with their principal Ligna L. Roa, Santa Rosa North Annex, PSDS Agnes R. Reyes, and also to Caloocan National Science and Technology High School headed by the principal Ma'am Presi Catanawan, and sa Language Department headed by Ma'am Vilma Del Mundo and Sir Michael Serenilia from Sir Ronel Agoncillo po.
Okay, alam ko po na medyo matagal pa ang pag-download ng app po, so let's have the greetings po. So hello po sa mga teachers and officials from SDO Muntinlupa, SDS Dr. Benito C. Idanan, supervisors, Principal MNHSTA Dr. Adolfo Rubin, Principal MNHS Main Dr. Antonio Rocha, Kupang Elementary School, and to all the principals and teachers of SDO Muntinlupa. Hello din po, no, sa mga hello din po sa SDS ng Laguna, Dr. Marites Ebanes, EPS of Maths, si Ma'am Julie Clemente, EPS of English, Ma'am Irma Valenzuela, EPS of Kinder, Ma'am Liz Valdelon, EPS ng AP, Ma'am Lucy Pagalanan, District Supervisor, Ma'am Gina Linfeo, Principals, Ma'am Edel Artillero, Ma'am Maribeth Sotomayor, Ma'am Brenda Orera, and belated happy birthday daw po kay Ma'am Amor Nazarea.
Okay, and also shout out po sa TV Agro Industrial School of SDO Albay and SDS Ma'am Cecil Caranda, ASDS Ma'am Buena Fe Sabado, to their dear principal Sir Vito Mengote, and the teachers of SLES and SDO San Juan City.
Okay, pa-shout out din po sa Mandawi City Division, lalo na sa principal po at sa malulupit na production team ng Tres Atlanta Studio po, our production head, Sir JP, Direct Kat, Direct Joan, Ma'am Gladys, at sa mga pogi po na at pogi nilang technical team. Pa-shoutout din po sa masipag na guro ng Pagsabungan Elementary School at sa kanilang napakagaling na principal, Ma'am Gemma Tahara.
Ayan, and also shoutout po sa Caloocan High School Faculty, STA Faculty Team Basta Masaya, English Department Head Mr. Edgardo Lopez, Principal Dr. Juanito Victoria from Princess Warlene Moyo. Also shoutout po sa School ICTs of Bawang North District, Ma'am Michelle Calica, Ma'am Vicky Teles, Ma'am Selma Doble, Ma'am Amelia Flores, Ma'am Ana Dupusin, Ma'am Charmaine Pelica, Ma'am Belen Nonesa, Ma'am Gina Nonan, Ma'am Lorena Dusin, Ma'am Mira Ramos, Ma'am Priscilla Enate, Ma'am Angelica Celso.
Okay, hello po sa mga teachers sa Upper La Perian Elementary School, Ramon Magsaysay District, Province of Zamboanga del Sur, Region 9, Ma'am Nenji Untilla, Itang at Ma'am Mary G. Untilla Mori, na kahit nagkakaroon po sila ng connection difficulty, they still manage to participate sa INSET. Hello din daw po sa mga teachers from Barreta National High School, Olongapo City. Greetings po yan from Sir Adrian Cobardo.
Okay, also we would like to greet SDO Mabalacat, SDS Sir Erickson Sabacat, SDO San Jose Nueva Ecija, SDS Ma'am Johanna Herbacio, SDO Nueva Ecija Sir Jesse D. Ferrer, and SEO Tarlac, Sir Ronaldo Poson from the Educational Technology Unit. Also, shout out po sa Lagha Elementary School Extension Division of San Carlos City, Negros Occidental, with their school head Maricar, Domicilio PSDS Daisy Lapitan, and SDS Anthony Liobet.
Okay, hello po sa mga ITO District ICT Coordinators, School ICT Coordinators, at co-teachers natin po sa buong Pilipinas na tumutulong sa mga co-teachers po natin para maka-access sa LMS at makakuha ng certificate. Maraming salamat po from ETU.
Ayan, also shout out po sa Santa Cruz Elementary School sa Cavite City.
Yes, pa-shoutout din po sa Magdalena Integrated National High School Division of Laguna, Dr. Evelyn Hoxton, PSDS, Dr. Ruby P. Castillo, Principal 1 from Sir Rudolph.
Ayan, shoutout din po sa Hill Montilla National High School ng SDOC Palay City, headed by Sir Renato Claro and Edna Arbon, and sa mga teachers daw po na masayang nakikinig. Tapos, Teacher May, we also would like to ask po yung mga teachers po na nagpapa-shoutout kasi medyo nagpa-flood po sa mga messenger namin dalawa ni Teacher May. So we encourage na lahat po ng mga shoutout sa inyo, pakisend na lang po sa ating comment section dyan sa baba.
Yes.
Yan po. Tapos, another thing is, huwag niyo pong kalimutan gamitin yung hashtag virtual INSET day 3 para madali po namin siya mahanap din. As much as possible, isa-shoutout po natin lahat kasi medyo nagpa-flood din.
Sobrang dami po talaga kasi.
Apo, so natatabunan kasi. Kaya po, don't forget po yung mga pa-shoutout po natin. I-comment na lang po natin dito sa ating mga pages. Yes. So, pwede sa YouTube channel natin or sa Facebook page. As of now, we are reaching 103,000 viewers nationwide.
And live viewers yan, kakapatid. Ganun ka-expansive ang ating reach sa buong Pilipinas. Ulitin po natin, maraming salamat teachers for your effort in supporting us in our INSET.
Ayan. So, shout out po sa mga regional IT officers and IT officers of district ICT coordinators, school ICT coordinators, and co-teachers sa buong Pilipinas na tumutulong sa mga teachers para ma-access yung mga LMS at makakuha ng certificate. Maraming salamat po. Sila yung tumutulong sa ating Teacher May para as much as possible. Mapag-lingkuran natin lahat. Ayan.
Okay.
So we're going to start our next session at 10:40. We are just waiting for our speaker if he's okay. Ayan.
Pero we would like to check sa audience natin if they have already downloaded yung application na we flashed doon sa link na nasa
those po na mga teachers na nagtatanong kung may bayad yan, of course, it's trial version lang po yan. It's for free. So, pwede nyo na po yan i-download para makasabay po kayo sa ating training. Okay, so we'll now have the bio note of our speaker. Ayan. So habang inaantay natin yung bio note.
Yes, habang hinihintay ang bio note ng ating next speaker, it's nice to know that there will be a workshop that will teach us how to do poster designs. Kasi importante nga when we flash announcements, when we flash information in our virtual classroom, aesthetically naman ang presentation. Diba? Kasi mas napansin-pansin at mas nabibigyan ng attention kung yung mismong presentation ng information ay napaka-aesthetic at napakaganda.
Yes, kaya naman po, we are encouraging everyone kasi usually kapag sinabi natin Adobe, parang natatakot sila, no? Oo, pero definitely gagawin po natin madali yan. And pasingitin ko lang to Teacher May, shout out po kay Ma'am Jessica Layog ng Occidental Mindoro National High School, SDO Occidental Mindoro, pa-shout out po sa mga teachers ng OMNHS, lalong-lalo na daw po dun sa mga English teachers. Fan na fan po na daw sila. Ay, hello po! Ayan, so actually, alam mo Teacher May, nakakatuwa kapag pumupunta kami sa mga SDO. Tapos, yung mga teachers na nandun, although yung iba naka-work from home, makikita mo pumupunta sa mga schools, tapos nag-aayos sa mga module. So definitely, sana one of these days, ma-meet po namin talaga kayo.
Yes, ibang klase po ang dedication ng mga teachers, lalo na yung pagsusort ng modules, pag-aayos ng modules, and especially in a bottom na talagang they are exerting their efforts to distribute USDO tips. So lahat po ng mga nabotos teachers, mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Okay. So definitely, we are now going to present to you our next speaker. Our next speaker is one of the EdTech specialists of the ICTS EdTech unit from the Division of Lapu-Lapu City, Region 7, Central Visayas. He is a Microsoft Ambassador of the Philippines and a Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert, Philippine Representative to Educators Exchange, Budapest, Hungary in 2016. He has always been a sought speaker in the division, region, and national trainings and workshops like that of the ICT Literacy Teaching Technology, Office 365 Empowerment and Remote Teaching and Learning, especially this time of pandemic for teaching and non-teaching personnel. With an enormous capacity for hard work, though he is not a graduate of any IT program, nor he is an IT teacher, he achieves great things in the field of ICT integration. Listed below are his accomplishments. Won as Best ICT Innovation for Governance during the first regional ICT Summit in 2017. Author of ICT Learning Action Set or ICT Activity Cards published in DepEd LRMDS in 2018. And of Energy Education Flashcards 2017 of One Miracle Foundation and Coalition for Better Education. He also won as Best Research Display during the first Regional Research Summit in 2018. Presented research paper in international conferences like Belta or the Malaysian English Language Teaching Association META in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 2015.
All right. So as a correction for our speaker for today, it's from Bohol.
Wow.
So he is a pride of that place. Now we'll be going to the next details from his bio note. He won as the most outstanding innovative teacher during the first Mega Cebu Teachers Competition in 2014 by DepEd Coalition for Better Education or CDE and awarded his foundation RAFI. He is also an Ulirang Guro ng Visayas and Ulirang Guro ng Region 7 by Manila Teachers Association awarded in 2017. He is also awarded as the most outstanding junior high school teacher in Region 7 in 2018 and the most outstanding junior high school teacher in Lapu-Lapu City Division in 2018. He is also a Philippine representative in the World Robot Olympiad Friendship Invitational in 2018 and in APEC Education Forum through DepEd International Cooperation Office in Seoul, South Korea in 2020. He is also a Microsoft Certified Educator, a Microsoft Education Ambassador, and Microsoft Innovative Education Expert and Fellow. He is also a Microsoft Innovative Educator Master Trainer and Google Certified Educator. He completed his master's degree in University of the Philippines, Cebu in 2017. He has been teaching for more than 11 years. His teaching principle is, he never minds if success doesn't always translate into financial rewards, but invariably satisfies his need to impart his wisdom to others for the glory of God, who is his greatest, who is his Lord and personal Savior, the greatest master teacher of all. Our dear teachers, we are humbled to present to you our next speaker for the AM session, Sir Glenn L. Coriano.
Hello po, Sir Jeff, Teacher May, narinig niyo po ba ako?
Hi, Sir Glenn.
Narinig niyo po ba ako, ma'am? Sir Jeff?
Yes po, loud and clear, Sir Glenn. Go ahead.
Alright, so good morning po. Sa lahat po ng mga guro po na nanonood po ngayon sa live po natin via Facebook at saka sa YouTube channel po natin sa DepEd. So for information of everybody po, nasa 5 destinations po ang ating live ngayon. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so my topic po this morning is about Adobe Photoshop in poster designing. So, bakit po kailangan po natin na gamitin po yung Adobe Photoshop in poster designing? So, ang dami naman pong software na nag-offer sa atin na parang mayroon na pong ready-made template po na doon na po tayo magde-design. So, kailangan natin ng Adobe Photoshop for poster designing kasi dapat natin malaman na kung paano i-apply po yung manual applications.
Yes, Sir Glenn. No, we have to take a moment from you, no, kasi we have to fix some technical issues in your side. Kaya po, no, habang hinihintay natin na umayos ang side ni Sir Glenn Horanio, let us talk about, no, ano ba ang mga ini-expect natin dun sa talk ni Sir?
Well, actually, kapag sinabi kasi natin na Adobe, number one na ina-expect natin dyan is Photoshop.
Or pang pro.
Yes,
diba?
pang pro talaga. And since yung mga teachers natin will be using the trial version, we also would like to inform you po no, that the Department of Education has provided Adobe accounts din.
Yes.
Kasi ako, I'm one of the ICT coordinators kasi in our school. So naka-receive ako niya ng full package talaga. Wherein, katulad niya nung sinabi ni Sir Neil kahapon, yung Adobe na After Effects, yun yung isa sa mga pwede mong magamit.
Yes. No? Kaya napaka-helpful ng applications na matutunan natin in the classroom kasi hindi lang siya pang photography or pang professional media person, pwede rin siyang gamitin sa ating mga classroom. And it astounds us that we can use this application sa ating pagtuturo kasi hindi lang pala ito pang media people or pang creative people. We can still use it as teachers ourselves.
Yes, and as well as sa video editing, katulad po ng ginagamit ni Sir Neil, you can also use the Adobe Premiere Pro. Ayan, so you can just ask po yung inyong mga ICT coordinators and as well as yung mga ITOs po ninyo para po matulungan din kayo kung paano kayo magkaroon ng mga full version yan. And I'm sure yung mga teachers naman natin from different regions and divisions are very much willing to share yung knowledge nila para at least magkaroon po tayo ng full access. But for now, okay na po tayo for the trial version.
Okay, so I hope teachers na download na natin yung application na gagamitin natin with Sir Glenn Horiano. And I believe and I am expecting no, na mag-e-enjoy ang ating mga teachers no, with him, with Sir Glenn Horiano. So let's check if he is okay on the side. So medyo nagkakaroon po ng technical difficulty. But sir, can we proceed to some shout out from our dear teachers?
Ayan, sige po. So magkaroon po tayo ng mga konting pa-shoutout habang hinahantay. So, hello daw po kay Sir Randy Binag ng Bagong Silang High School.
Yes po, hello din po from SDO Tapat, Western Diputan National High School Faculty, AP Department po, Dr. Rhea Maliana Cruz, Principal po ng school nila and their supervisor, Sir Ferdinand Pagaw. Hello po sa inyo, mga taga-SDO Tapat.
We also would like to greet the TechVoc President, si Binibining Jovi daw po from Sir Eric James Pagyo, and shout out sa lahat ng teachers ng Las Piñas City Technical Vocational High School headed by Mrs. Vilma G. Ebano.
Yes, shout out din po sa lahat ng department and department heads ng Kaunlaran High School, especially po sa English Department headed by Ma'am Maria Belma Misogali.
Also, to Ma'am Lorna Casanyas of Parañaque Elementary Central School, it's Parañaque Elementary School Central, and also to Ma'am Jazz Badar, Rose Bison, Ma'am Alicia Cantillo from Lydia Aguilar National High School. Also, shout out po to my wife, Ma'am Riza Sevilla, nakasalukuyan na sa bahay namin, Ma'am Cida Mendoza, Ma'am Berlinia Magnata, and sa lahat po ng teachers sa Filipino Department sa Las Piñas National High School, Maine.
Hello po. Hello din po sa mga fellow teachers ni Sir Nico Capote sa Valeriano Pogoso Memorial High School, SDO Manila. Okay. Hello din po no sa mga teachers po ng Navotas City na ongoing ang pag-distribute ng modules and USO teaching. Ulitin ko lang po, stay safe teachers no and always be on guard with your health.
Yes. Shout out din po kay Ma'am Heidi and Sir Brian Ruiz of SDO Muntinlupa, and greetings to all the teachers of Amadeo National High School, especially the MAPE Department headed by Mrs. Cristina Villanueva, greetings from Ma'am MC Calzaren of National Teacher Broadcaster of Amadeo National High School.
Okay, hello din po sa SDO Laguna High District Suba Elementary School, Ma'am Rochelle Pagtananan, Ma'am Bel Robiales, Sir Rio Salazar, Ma'am Ronnie Nombrado, Principal, Dr. Emma E. Carillo, PSTS, Dr. Gisela I. Pinat.
Yan. Okay, so I guess ready na po si Sir Glenn, and I think we can have him back.
At excited po kami na makinig kay Sir Glenn Mariano. Take note po na si Sir Glenn ay remote, kaya po we are checking the internet issues and technical issues po on his side. Pero wag po kayo mag-alala na kahit na we are confronting these issues, talaga pong ipupush namin at i-exert namin lahat ng effort to have his session for this morning.
Ayan, so while waiting po, no, we also would like to remind you na mag-download na po kayo ng application. I think the link is already posted there below. Then, halimbawa po, nag-hands-on activity na tayo mamaya with Sir Glenn. Huwag po kayong mataranta kung hindi kayo makakasabay. Okay lang po yan na naka-on yung laptop nyo or computers nyo, then you're doing it. Yes. Pero mas advisable po if you have your ball pen and your paper with you para at least makapag-take down po tayo ng mga kahit keywords lang. Para po pag nag-team replay po tayo while we are doing the hands-on activity, guided pa rin po tayo.
Parang nakita ko sir sa isang video na sa pumputos ng INSET, ang talagang naka-emphasize ay mag-notes. So kung meron tayong mga applications na we will be using for the first time, it's very important na we make notes kasi we cannot really memorize or we cannot really put all the information here. At habang hinihintay ang ating speaker of the day, pwede rin po tayong mag-tour na kapag-download ng Photoshop, i-open na yung application. Para pagbukas ng application with Sir Glenn, hindi na kayo na-overwhelm. Kasi parang, I believe marami siya ang mga commands and icons sa Adobe Photoshop. So maganda po na i-explore na natin. Pwede siguro tayong mag-google ng konti kung meron tayong mga nahihirapan ng parts ng Adobe Photoshop para hindi na masyadong malaki yung anxiety natin if it's your first time to use Adobe Photoshop.
Yes, kaya naman po, while we are still waiting, magpapa-shoutout po tayo sa Pulang Lupa Elementary School kay Ma'am Jamel Cain. Ayan, so good morning po. Then mamaya po, since talagang sobra overwhelming na yung mga shoutout natin, Teacher May, sakripisyo na natin ang ating lunch. So mamaya po during lunch break, siguro magkakaroon na kami ng 30 minutes break ni Teacher May. Then babalik kami kaagad para makabasa po tayo ng mga shoutouts natin. Because we are on the third day, huwag po kalimutan ng ating hashtag virtual INSET day 3.
At napakagaling kasi kahit day 3 na, kalagitnaan ng ating INSET, bumubuhos pa rin yung warm support ng mga teachers namin. Grabe po yung pag-plug ng photos, yung mga pa-shoutouts. So, ganun nararamdaman namin kung gaano po ka-warm ang inyong support sa virtual INSET. Kahit hindi tayo nagkikita ng personal po, sa inyong mga tahanan, sa harap ng inyong mga gadgets, ay nararamdaman namin kung gaano po ninyo sinusuportahan kami dito sa central office. So, isisingit ko lang po na pagbati po sa lahat ng teachers, school staff, and admin ng Commons National High School with their dear principal po, Sir Olivar Cruz, teachers and department heads sa mga naging teacher ko po dyan sa Commons National High School. Hello po sa inyong lahat.
Ayan, so shoutout din po sa Pugadlawin High School from SDO Quezon City headed by Abelor Daliza G. Dulgulao. Greetings from Ma'am Jenny Muello and the Registrar family.
Okay, hello din po sa mga teachers ng Gregorio del Pilar Elementary School, master teachers and school head Mrs. Maria S. Morris, PSDS Mrs. Dolita Labago, Mr. Teofilo Nombaba, Dr. Rose Arazamendes, Division of Manila STS Ma'am Magdalena. Hello po sa inyo lahat saan.
Ayan, then shoutout din po kay Ma'am Mirna Ramos, Principal of Santa Cruz National High School, Santa Cruz Occidental, Mindoro.
Okay, pa-shoutout din po sa mga high school teachers, especially dyan po kay Ma'am Seri Lauron with School Principal Sir Arnold Tagalog of La Feria National High School at sa PSDS po nila kay Dr. Jessie Tanola ng Tukuran West District SDO Zamboanga del Sur. And I think Sir Glenn is very much ready. Talagang naghintay ang lahat. Much awaited presenter po ito si Sir Glenn. Sir Glenn?
Hello po.
Hi, Sir
Hello po.
Yes, loud and clear po, Sir Glenn.
Hello po Sir Jeff, Mamay, pasensya na po, nagkaroon po tayo ng technical problem po.
No worries, sir. Okay lang po.
So, naka-full screen na po ba tayo?
Yes po. Hinga lang po sir, relax. And I know you will be having a good presentation.
Okay, so thank you very much po for waiting po sa lahat po ng mga teachers natin. Salute po ako sa inyo sa taos-puso niyong pagtanggap sa ating program ng Educational Technology Unit. Okay, so babalikan ko lang po bakit po tayo gumagamit ng Adobe Photoshop in poster designing. Kasi po, para po malaman po natin kung paano i-apply po yung manual manipulations of image po ng ating poster or flyers. Okay? So, ito pa isang munang introduction kasi magkaroon po tayo ng more runs po in the future. This coming April, magkaroon po tayo ng program or mag-start na po yung project natin sa Adobe systems. Okay, so here are our objectives. Number 1 po, learn the basic of Adobe Photoshop. So, kailangan po natin na malaman po kung ano po yung pinaka-basic ni Adobe Photoshop. Okay? Before tayo maging expert or nandun tayo sa expert mode, kailangan tayo dumaan sa basic po muna. Second po na objectives po natin is identify Photoshop interface and features. So, ito po yung kinakailangan po na gagawin natin. I-familiarize po natin yung environment ni Adobe Photoshop. So we are going to identify the interface and the features of Photoshop. Number 3 po is learn how to apply brushes and effects on the image. Okay, so later on, when in our demonstration, so ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano bang kahalagahan ng brushes, ano bang kahalagahan ng effects on that particular image. And the last po na objectives po natin is learn the image resolution, image size, and the image file format. So, napaka-importante po na malaman po natin yung resolutions of our image. Kasi po, si Adobe Photoshop po, ito po ay raster po. Raster image po siya. Okay? So, magmanipula po tayo ng image po. Okay? And i-form po natin through layers. So our goal po in this session is to create our own school-based inset from scratch. Okay, so from scratch po talaga. So tayo po talaga yung magki-create ng sarili po nating poster. So create your own school-based inset poster. So yan po yung pinaka-goal po natin dito. Okay, so you can download the trial versions of Photoshop in the link below. So I know that hindi naman po tayo lahat ay may license na account in Adobe. So kaya nga we can download the trial version. So yun na po yung link na pina-flash po kanina. So I hope po na naka-download na po kayo at nakapag-install para masabayan po yung demonstration ko mamaya. Okay? So before we get dive on the Adobe Photoshop interface, so intro lang muna, kilalanin muna natin si Adobe. So what is Photoshop? So Photoshop is the predominant photo editing, manipulation software in the market. Okay? Kasi almost all the industries are using this kind of application. So in photo editing manipulation. So mamanipula po natin lahat ng image dito sa Adobe Photoshop. Okay? Kasi pwede naman natin gawin dito yung mga magic sa Adobe. So since Adobe Photoshop caters, it is widely used for image editing, retouching, creating image compositions, website mockups, and adding effects. So ito po yung sa demonstration natin, makikita natin mamaya kung paano po yun i-apply. So yun po yung purpose ng Adobe. So paano tayo mag-retouch ng image, tanggalin kung may dapat tanggalin, mag-add po tayo kung ano po yung dapat i-add po or enhance po sa picture po natin. So, yan po. So, here are some of the poster project in EdTech unit for our My TikTok session. So, ito po yun, ipapakita ko po sa inyo. Yan po. So, ako po yung gumawa ng mga template poster natin sa ating session sa EdTech. So, nanggaling po yan sa Scratch. So, may other po na pictures po na ini-integrate ko dyan. Ini-include po ko po sa mga layers po dyan like brushes and some other images. Okay? So, ito na po yun. So, kailangan po natin dumaan sa principle of designing in designing a particular poster. So, number 1. So, ito po yun. May 6 po tayo na principles of designing. So, number 1, emphasis. 2 is balance and alignment. Number 3, contrast. Number 4, repetition. Number 5, proportion. And number 6 is white space. So, the principles of designs or rules of a particular designer must follow to create an effective and attractive composition. So, ito po talaga yung ipa-follow po natin para ma-achieve po natin yung ating hinihingi na maganda po yung result ng ating poster. So, kailangan po natin alam ang principles in designing. Napaka-importante po yun. So, number 1 is the emphasis. So, kailangan mag-isip tayo. So, tanungin natin yung sarili natin. For example, we design a poster for the coming concert. So, pag may concert, pag may mag-design po tayo ng poster for concert, tanungin natin kung ano ba yung mga details po na dapat ilagay sa poster. So, ano po yung mga details? Anong kailangan ng mga audience na dapat malaman sa poster na yan? Okay, so number 1, siguro, name of the band. So, kailangan ilagay natin yung name of the band. Number 2, saan po yung venue? Number 3, ano po yung amount? Okay? So, yan po yung mga details na kailangan ilagay sa poster. So, yun po ang lagyan natin ng emphasis yung ating poster design. Okay? So, yun po yung sample. Number 2 po is the balance and alignment. So, kailangan na may balance at saka alignment. Hindi dapat makipagsiksikan po yung ibang elements. Okay? So, kailangan na i-balance po yun natin ang alignment at saka yung distance ng bawat element sa ating canvas area. Okay? So, yun po. Number 3 is the contrast. So, yung contrast natin is we will focus on the background and the relationships of background significantly on the other elements or other images. Okay? So, halimbawa, pag dark po yung background natin, pag dark po yung image natin, okay, yung subject dapat more brightness po yung background natin. So, hindi po pwede yung dark po yung image at saka lagyan rin natin ng dark na background. So, dapat contrast po siya. Okay? Work harmoniously po yung color natin para maganda po ang dating. So, number 4 is the repetition. So, we are going to limit the typeface or 2 strong colors. So, in Adobe Photoshop, kailangan po natin i-limit yung typefaces po natin at saka yung 2 to 3 strong colors. So, hindi po pwede na ang dami pong colors na ilagay po natin sa ating posters if we are going to follow the rule of the principles of the design. Okay? So, kailangan limit lang po tayo ng 2 to 3 strong colors po ng ating design para maganda po siya. The number 5 is the proportion. So, proportion can be achieved only if all elements of your design are well-sized and thoroughly placed. So, ang focus natin dito sa proportion is yung logo, halimbawa, yung brand po natin. So, kahapon sinabi ni Sir Neil na maglagay tayo ng logo ng DepEd. Okay? So, sa poster, kung ang dami pong logo na ilagay po natin sa itaas, dapat proportionate po yung dating. Equal po yung distance at saka yung laki po ng logo ng ating poster. Okay? At saka yung panghuli po is it is better po na lagyan po natin ng white space or white area po ng ating poster. So yun po yung suggestions ko sa poster po ninyo. Well, anyways, this is basic naman po yung poster na presentations po natin. Okay? So let's start with Adobe interface. So ito po yung malaman po ninyo sa Adobe interface. Number 1 po is the document window. So document window is the main area where we can view or edit our image. So ito po yung document window natin. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na document window. Okay? Question, sir, bakit po siya tinatawag na document window? Hindi naman siya document. Adobe Photoshop naman po siya. Okay? Tinatawag po siya na document window kasi by default po, ang saving po natin ni Adobe Photoshop is PSD. Yan po ay tinatawag na PSD. Photoshop document. Kaya po tinatawag po siya na document window. Okay? Yun. So ito po yung tatawag natin na document window. Yung makikita po natin. Alright. Next. Next is the toolbar. Okay? Toolbar displays Photoshop essential tools. Okay? So ito po yung toolbars natin. So it displays Photoshop essential tools. Yan po yung pinaka-importante or mga importanteng tools po ni Adobe Photoshop. Okay? So later on, I will introduce basic tools, mga 4 na tools or 5 tools na magagamit po natin in poster designing. Kasi basic naman po siya. So nandiyan na po lahat ng tools sa toolbar po natin ni Photoshop. Okay? Next is number 3 is yung po yung tinatawag natin na options bar. Okay? Bakit po siya tinatawag na options bar? Displays option of tools we selected. So halimbawa, if we are going to click tools here on the left side of our interface, pag pumili tayo ng tools dito, automatically sa options bar natin dito sa itaas, lumabas po yung sarili niya pong options na tools. So sa itaas po yung options bar po natin. Okay? So yan po yung options bar natin. Number 4 is ito po yung tinatawag natin na menu bar. Mayroon po siyang sariling menu bar yung Adobe Photoshop. So along the top of the interface holds all sorts of options and commands. So sa lahat po ng commands ng Adobe Photoshop, nandoon po siya sa itaas. Yun po ay tinatawag natin na menu bar. Okay? So may file, may edit, may view, windows, okay? So, and other menus na nandoon po sa itaas po ng ating Photoshop. So, ito po yun. Yan po yung menu bar. Next po is yung panel area. So, yung panel area po natin, along the right is where we find use of mini panels. So, this one, yan po yung tinatawag natin na panels or panel area. Meron tayong color panels, meron tayong layer panels. Okay? So, yun po yung mga panels po natin ni Adobe Photoshop. Yan po yung titigan po natin mamaya sa demonstration. Napaka-importante po yan. Next is the number 6 is document tab. So, saan po yung document tab, sir? Display the file name of the file type. So, ito po yun. So, sa Microsoft Office, yan po yung tinatawag natin na title bar. It displays the title of our document. Okay? Yan. So, dito is, yan po yung document tab. Display the file name of the file type. So, yan po yung document tab. Next is zoom level status bar. Display more information about image you click. So, dito po sa ibaba, ito po yung tinatawag natin na zoom level status bar. Okay? Ito po yung tinatawag natin na zoom level status bar. Right. So, yun lang po yung presentation ko sa PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so let's move to the demonstration po on the basic poster designing. Okay? So, mag-stop sharing muna ako. Hello po, Sir Jeff. Demonstration na tayo. Mag-open ako ng Adobe Photoshop presentation.
Okay, no, Sir Glenn, medyo itakat ka po namin. We will just fix some technical issues po ulit. Pero don't worry, sir, it doesn't mean na yung ating presentation po ay hindi naman maganda. It really runs so well.
Yes, usually nangyayari talaga yung mga ganyan, Teacher May. No? Even nga sa classroom natin, kapag nakaready na yung PowerPoint presentation natin, then all of a sudden, di ba?
Yes.
Biglang nagkakaroon ng mga ganyan. So, I think we're actually done with the presentation. Tama po, Sir Glenn?
Yes po, done na po tayo sa presentation. So, I am now preparing to run my Adobe Photoshop for demonstration. So, shout out muna ako, Sir Jeff and Mami.
Sige po, sir.
Sige po.
Okay, so shout out po sa aming Regional Director, sa Luciano Jimenez po. Dr. Cristuto Ico, our Assistant Regional Director, Ma'am Jeneline Hagdon, our Regional IT Officer, at sa lahat po ng ITOs po in the Region 7 po na tumutulong sa DepEd Commons po na activations. Okay? Shout out rin po sa aming SDS, Dr. Bianito Dagatan, our Assistant School Division Superintendents, Dr. Danilo Gudilusaw, Dr. Faustino Turadio, our Curriculum and Implementation Division's Chief, Dr. Carmela Restificar, our ITO, Dina Florence Talan, and to all the EPS, principals, PSDSS ng Bohol Divisions po. Good morning po sa inyo, ma'am, sir. Sa mga kasamahan ko rin po sa San Jose National High School, Talibon faculty and staff, with our principal, Dr. Marcela Bautista. Good morning, ma'am. And to all the members of Task Force ICT Platform, Task Force ICT Infrastructure, and Task Force CLEP, editors and writers. Okay, so yun lang po, Sir Jeff.
Sir Glenn. Ayan, okay. So, Sir Glenn, we will be giving you 5 questions that are coming from our audience. So, habang inantay po natin yung mga questions na ipapadala.
Yes, kasi alam ko marami po kayong gustong itanong kay Sir Glenn about Adobe Photoshop.
Yan. So, if ever po na walang pumasok, we'll be doing some shoutouts po muna, Sir Glenn, no? Then babalikan po namin kayo. We'll just give time sa ating mga teachers para po makapag-entertain po tayo ng mga questions. So, we'll be providing the link. Ayan po. So, nandiyan po yung link sa baba. Then later on, we will proceed with your hands-on activity. Tama po, Sir Glenn?
Opo. Excited po kami, Sir Glenn, to see your hands-on activity.
Or are you ready, Sir Glenn, for the hands-on activity para magawa muna natin siya. Then later on, we'll have the questions.
Loading pa po, sir. Shout out muna, sir. Sandali lang po.
Okay, sige. So we'll be doing some shoutouts po muna. Then babalikan po namin kayo, Sir Glenn.
Okay, so shout out po sa kay Ma'am FLVI Cabalho, Principal po yan ni Ma'am Rubeline Cabardo Pastrano, Principal of Science and Technology Education Center, PSDS Rebecca Tori, at SDS Dr. Wilfreda Bocalos, SDO Lapu-Lapu City, Dr. Salustiano Jimenez, Director 4 of Region 7. Very supportive daw sila, Sir Jeff, sa ating mga programs, lalo na sa ETUlay.
Wow, thank you very much po. And shout out din po sa SEO Cagayan, especially David and Puzon Memorial National High School, faculty and staff headed by our acting school head, Mr. Alejandro A. Bangay, and supported head teacher, Mr. Salvino P. Puntanilla Jr. And the shout out is from Mr. Francis Manalo.
Yes, meron din po kami nakikita mga shoutouts po na na-caption ng photos. Later po, we will feature the photos po that we have selected from different posts. Hello po sa mga teachers from Captain Eddie T. Reyes Integrated School, STO Taguig, Pateros. Greetings po yan from Ma'am Regina Brillantes. And hello po kay Sir Daniel Q. Tameta, MAPI Coordinator, watching and participating daw po in our DepEd Virtual INSET from Caloocan City Business High School under the leadership of their OIC Principal and SGOD Chief of SDO Caloocan, Dr. IBC Perez.
Yes, and those teachers po pala na nagsasabit ng mga pictures, please observe physical distancing po.
Kasi we are selecting editing po with the photo. So please practice safety po mga teachers.
Ayan, so maraming salamat din po sa lahat ng teachers natin from the teaching and non-teaching staff of Talon-Talon National High School, Zamboanga City Division, headed by Dr. Maria Teresa B. Borgoña, Secondary School Principal 4 from Teacher Omar.
Yes, and we are also jumping for joy here because we have a lot of greetings to make po. Shout out po sa mga hardworking teachers ng Santa Fe National High School with their principal, Mr. Noel Tervada. Greetings po yan from Ma'am Brenda Batian, sila po teacher po yan natin ng English Commons National High School.
Yes, shout out din po sa Viga Lavdic Elementary School, Gumaca East District, SDO Quezon, headed by Ma'am Marilyn Cabangon, Head Teacher 3. So the greetings from Sir Christian.
Shout out din po sa mga RPL na Ocaña Central Elementary School, especially to Ma'am Sheila May Pantonal.
Ayan, then shout out din po sa Umos Integrated National High School, Real, Quezon Province. So shout out po kay Sir Rafa Felicity Indiana.
Okay, hello po sa mga guro ng Sergio or Sergia Soriano Esteban Integrated School, SPED Center, Kalaklan, Olongapo City, at sa kanilang butihing punong guro, Sir Richard Kalimpas. Hello po sa inyo. Greeting po yan galing kay Ma'am Cha Ugalde of SDO Olongapo.
Also, shout out din po sa San Francisco Elementary School from SDO Lipa City, especially to the school head, Ma'am Shirley Sokia.
Okay, so pa-shoutout din po sa teaching and non-teaching staff ng San Guillermo National High School, San Marcelino, Zambales. Greetings po from Ma'am Evelyn Grace Quitadero.
And also shoutout po sa mga teachers of Malilig National High School headed by Sir Joel R. Antipolo, Principal 4, and Dr. Roxy R. Aranda, PSDS, Malig District, SDO, Isabela, Region 2.
Yes po, pa-shoutout daw po ni Sir Jessison Dia na watching po sa atin ang mga teachers ng Rizal Elementary School, Schools Division of Iloilo City, na mag-ingat daw po tayo dito sa Manila. Thank you, Sir Jessie.
Also, shoutout po sa Manalipa Integrated School, Zamboanga City Division, with their school head, Sir Aspar A. Casa.
Okay, so tuloy-tuloy po tayo sa ating mga greetings. Hello po sa mga teachers ng Labot Elementary School, Main, Caloocan, Laguna, especially to Ma'am Becca Amante, Ma'am April Lagunte, Ma'am Jen Cadiz, Ma'am Alena Parawan, Ma'am Jessa Cuabo, from PB Jane Valdella, teacher broadcaster Jane. Hello po.
Also, ESP department headed by Ma'am Teresita Carbonilla and Principal Socorro Canaya of Zamboanga National High School West, Zamboanga City Division.
Yes,
and
we would like to acknowledge those teachers po that are posting selfies and groupies now with their fellow teachers na nag-a-attend virtually sa ating INSET. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta at sa effort. Sometimes may photo frame pa, nag-edit pa ng kanilang mga groupies and selfies, and we appreciate how creative you are in your posts.
yes, kaya naman po shoutout din sa Lagha Elementary School Extension Division of San Carlos City, Negros Occidental, with their school head, Maricar Domicilio, PSDS Daisy Lapitan, SDS Anthony Diobe.
Hello po kay Ma'am Cristina Ramirez from Santos International Elementary School. School head po si Sir Edito Familiar. Greetings from Ma'am Shelani Nasilla. Hello din po sa mga teachers ng Baesa High School sa SDO Caloocan, especially po sa Math Department, headed by Ma'am Cora A. Jeremia and Baesa High School Principal Rezalina F. Bueno. May nagsiselebrate din po ng birthday ngayon, Sir Felipe Oliveria, math teacher from Baesa High School. Pagbati po yan ni Sir Daryl M. Bagwan.
Yan. And also, ito yung mga teachers na nagpadala sa amin ng picture na nasa gitna po sila ngayon ng bundok.
Yes,
Tingnan mo naman picture na yun.
nakaka-amaze po talaga yung mga teachers.
Yeah, so
nila.
mamaya po ipapakita natin yung picture nyo, no? So shout out po sa SDO Nueva Vizcaya, headed by SDS Rachel Liana and ASDS Julie Cruz, to Casibo West District with DIC Sir Marlon Butay, and to all teachers of Kakidugen National High School with school head Sir Dick Lapitan, na bumaba pa daw ng bundok para maka-attend ng INSET. And mamaya ikakatong muna natin mga shoutout because our speaker is now ready to give you the hands-on activity about Adobe.
And we are really looking forward to having this hands-on activity with Sir Glenn. Sir Glenn?
Hello po, good morning po. Naso i-share screen po ma'am. Okay na po tayo? Alright, so nandito na po tayo sa Adobe Photoshop working environment. Ito po yung interface po natin. Okay, so babalikan ko lang po yung presentation ko kanina, yung dinidiscuss. So ito po yung tinatawag natin na menu bar. So ito po yung menu bar natin. Okay, next is the options bar. So below sa menu bar natin, ito po yung tinatawag natin na options bar. Okay, dito naman po sa left, bandang left, ito po yung tinatawag natin na toolbar. Okay, so ito po yung toolbar. At saka sa right po natin, ito po yung tinatawag natin na panels. So, kung titigan natin po yung sa right version po, mayroon po tayong color and swatches panels. At saka, library panels at yung layer channel and path panels po. So, dito sa bandang pinaka-bottom sa layer panels po, dito po natin makikita po ang lahat ng layers in Adobe Photoshop. Okay? Yan. So, magsimula na tayong gumawa ng poster natin from scratch. Okay? So, we're going to click on File. Okay? So, click on File, then click natin po yung New. Okay? So, pag nasa New na po tayo na window, hingin po tayo ng name. So, like for example, gagawa po tayo ng INSET poster. Okay? School-based. School-based INSET poster. So yan po. Next po natin na gagawin is we are going to identify the document type. So ano po ba yung default na document type natin? Default Photoshop size po siya. Or kahit custom, pwede rin gagawin mo na custom. Okay? Next is the width and the height of your poster. Okay? So pag malaki na po yung poster na gagawin natin, halimbawa nasa stage po natin ilagay yung poster natin, or ilagay po natin sa gate po yung poster natin, we are going to convert the feet into inches. So halimbawa gawin natin inches po. So example po, yung width po natin is 72. Okay, 72 inches. Right? 72 inches. At saka yung height po natin is 36. Okay? Yun po yung inches po natin as landscape. So, 72 by 36 parang malapit na po sa isang 4 by feet na tarpaulin ang laki niya. So, resolution po natin is gagawin lang po natin na 72 kasi ang laki po ng poster natin na ginagawa. Okay? So, para pong pang-gate po yung poster po natin. Right? So, color mode natin, huwag kalimutan natin yung color mode natin is yung RGB color. Okay? Or CMYK color. Okay? So, alam naman po natin na yung CMYK is cyan, magenta, yellow, at saka yung black color. Right? So, wag na natin galawin dito yung 8-bit. Okay? So, yan na po, yung background color. So, yan po yung iti-check po natin. So, yan. After that, pag natapos na po tayo, iset po natin yung lahat ng kailangan natin dito sa creation po ng ating poster. Click po natin yung OK. So, yun. Naglo-loading po yung pag-create po niya. Okay, so yun. Lumabas na po. So, nakita natin dito sa itaas, ito po yung tinatawag natin na document tab. So, sinasabi ko kanina yung document tab natin. Ito po yung file name of our document. So, mayroon na po tayong exact size po ng poster po natin. Okay? Na 36 inches by 72 inches po ang ating poster size. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, isitigan po natin yung layer. So, dito tayo sa layer panel. So, sa layer panel po natin, makikita po natin yung background. Okay? So, mayroon tayong background. So ang gagawin natin sa background natin is i-duplicate muna natin yung background. So we are going to click this background. Okay? Drag natin dito sa parang new document na icon po or tools dito sa ibaba. So drag lang natin. Okay? So ngayon, mayroon na tayong duplicate ni background. Okay? So dalawa na po. Mayroon na po tayong background at saka mayroon po tayong background copy. So ilang layer na po tayo ngayon? So meron na po tayong dalawang layers. Okay? So ang gagawin natin dito sa background copy natin, pwede natin siyang i-gradient. Okay? Pwede natin siyang i-gradient. Pwede natin siyang i-monocolor. So ang gagawin natin sa gradient, click lang natin yung blending options dito sa effects. This one. Pwede natin gawin na gradient overlay po. Okay, so click yun na po natin yung gradient overlay. Okay, so pumili tayo ng gradient po dito sa sa effects na to. Okay? Yun. So halimbawa ito po. So yan, click po natin yung okay. Right? So pag hindi pa po makapasa sa test po ninyo, balik po kayo sa blending options ulit, yung may FX, click yung gradient overlay, okay? Ibahin niyo po yung angle po ng colors. Ito. Yan. So, pwedeng ganyan. Okay? So, yun po. Ayan. So, parang ganyan. Okay? So, click po yung okay. So, next po ang gagawin natin dito, mayroon na tayong background. So, next is maglagay na po tayo ng elements. Okay? So, ano po ba yung first na elements na ilagay pa natin? Or maglagay tayo ng color, text. So, click on T, tools. Yung may naka letter T, that's for tools. So, click po natin yung tools. Okay? Tsaka ilagay po natin dito sa canvas area natin. Okay? So, lakihan lang natin ng konti, 72. Yun. Halimbawa, San Jose National High School. Okay? So, yun. Sir, wala po kaming makikita. Okay? So, wala kayong makikita kasi yung font natin, yung font color natin is white. Yung naka-active. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin dito, okay, click natin again yung text tool at saka Control A po tayo or select po natin yung text at saka proceed po tayo dito sa options bar ni text. So, saan po ba yung options bar ni text? After clicking the letter T, dito tayo sa options bar. Dito. Sa itaas. Click natin yung white na options bar. White color. So, gagawin natin itong red or blue. Yun. Yan. So, parang ganyan. Okay. Right. So, after that one, so mayroon na tayong text. Name ng school natin. So, dito, kung titigan natin sa layers, layer panel natin, mayroon na tayong 1, 2, 3. So, mayroon na tayong 3 layer po. So, naka-layer na po siya. So, ano po ba kaibahan ng structures of layer? So, halimbawa, itong San Jose National High School po, dito ko po siya ilagay sa ibaba. Okay? So, hindi na po natin siya makikita. So, yan po yung tinatawag na layer structure. So, naka-structure po yung layer natin. Dapat, kung ano po yung mag-display first, yan po yung pinaka-una na or pinaka-top po dito sa layer panel po natin. So, balik po natin siya sa itaas. Okay? Para lumabas po yung text po na San Jose National High School po sa ating poster. So next po natin gawin is maglagay po tayo ng logo. So logo, click file po, open. So hanapin po natin ang ating logo. Right. So, okay, so hanapin pa yung logo. Okay. So, ito na po yung logo natin. Okay, so ito na po yung logo natin. So, sir, question. Paano po yung logo natin, sir, is nasa ibang document tab po siya. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin dito is we are going to put our mouse pointer at the center of the image and drag natin dito sa document tab kabila. Huwag natin munang i-release. Dito, pag nakita nyo to, may movement na tools na po tayo. Release na po natin siya. So, nandito na transport na po natin yung logo ni San Jose National High School, Talibon. Okay? Yan. Question. Sir, paano po siya? Hindi po magandang tignan yung logo natin na may white po sa gilid. So, ano pong gagawin natin? So, next na tool po na introduce ko po is yung ito. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na quick selection tool at saka yung magic wand tool. So, click po natin yung magic wand tool. Right? So, click po natin yung magic wand tool. At saka, click natin yung white area ng ating logo. Okay? So, mayroon na tayong selection tool. Okay? So, nakita na po natin yung selections po natin. So, ang gagawin natin dito, once active na po siya, nakita na po natin yung bounding na mga grid lines dito sa gilid. Click natin or press natin po yung delete key. Yun. At saka, Control deselect po tayo. Control D. So, press natin yung Control D. So, yan na po. Nawala or natanggal na po yung white natin na background. Okay? So, yun. After that one, ilagay natin yung logo sa gilid. So, halimbawa this one. Next, pag mag-resize po kayo ng logo, be sure po na shift po tayo para hindi po maiba yung dimensions po niya. Okay, so punta natin sa itaas. So ito po, may logo na po tayo. Okay, yan. Next, ang gagawin natin is create na naman tayo ng other text. Okay, so increase lang natin ang size. Okay. School base inset. Yun. So, gawa tayo ng school based. Duplicate lang po natin yung layer na to. So, press natin po yung layer dito na school base. At saka drag natin dito sa new. Okay? So, mayroon na tayong school base copy. So, ang gagawin nito sa school base copy, ilagay natin dito sa ibaba. Okay? At press natin po yung text na tools. Okay, highlight natin. Type po tayo na inset. Okay. Yun. Type po tayo na inset. After that one, change the color. Gawin natin color white. Gagawin natin color white. Okay. Yun. At saka lakihan ng konti yung inset. School base inset. Okay. Ayan. Then, gagawa na naman tayo ng other text layer. Okay. Pwede natin i-duplicate to. duplicate ulit. So may copy naman po tayo dito, ilagay natin yung 2021. 2021. O yun po. So change po natin yung font po niya. Okay, so click tayo dito. Yan. Gawin natin itong Vivas. Type tayo ng font, Vivas. Yun. So, naka-Vivas na po tayo. At saka ito, gagawin natin itong sometimes na font. School-based. So, lagyan natin ng konti. Okay. Yan. Okay. So, meron na kayong school-based inset na nagawa na text dito sa ating poster. So, di ba? Kung titignan natin sa mga layer dito sa gilid, sa ibaba, ang dami na nating layer. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, meron na tayong 6 na layer. So, what if ang dami mong image na i-integrate dito? Mag-insert po kayo ng picture of your school dito sa ibaba. Okay, so insert tayo. Open na naman po tayo ulit. So maghanap po tayo ng picture of our school dito sa ibaba. So search tayo. Ito. So insert natin dito sa ibaba. Medyo okay. Yan. So ulit, hold the mouse, then drag the pictures to our document tab. Okay, dito. At saka release natin yung image natin. So, hintayin lang po natin na matapos po yung pag-transport ng image. Okay, sir. Questions po. Malaki po yung image natin, sir. Hindi makikita sa canvas area. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito, to resize the particular image is, we are going to press the Control plus minus. Okay, sa keyboard po natin. So, liliitan po natin yung canvas natin para ang makikita po natin is yung pasteboard. Itong gray. Itong gray na area na ito po yung tinatawag natin na pasteboard. So, sa pasteboard natin, nandito po yung canvas area. So, yung exact size ng poster po natin. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, kasi malaki po yung image, liitan po natin yung canvas area natin. So, we are going to press the control in our keyboard plus minus. Okay? So, lumiit po yung canvas. Pag palaki naman po is control plus equals po ng keyboard po natin. Okay? So, yun po. So, control minus. So, nakikita na po natin yung bounding box ng image natin na malaki. Okay? Na tinatransport po natin dito sa ating active na poster. So, ang gagawin natin dito sa bounding box dito is we are going to resize this. Liitan po natin. So, press lang natin po yung shift sa keyboard, at saka liitan po natin yung image. Okay? Yun, liitan po natin yung image. Right. Yan. So, nakita na po yung image dito sa current poster po natin. So, magta-transform na po siya. Okay? So, once mag-transform na po siya, hindi na po siya babalik kasi naka-transform na po siya. Ngayon, ibalik po natin yung dating gawin ng poster po natin para makita natin yung exact po na niya. ng dating po ng image. So ngayon, ito po yung image. Okay? So, liitan po natin. Kasi gagawin po natin siyang background dito sa may bandang ibaba. Right? So, yan. Halimbawa, ganyan. Okay? So, yun. So, mayroon na yung layer ng image po natin. May one. So, is, again, click natin yung magic wand na tool. So, tanggalin po yun natin po yung white. Okay? At saka press po natin yung delete. Yan po yung pinakamabilis po na pangtanggal po ng background po. Especially kung naka-mono background po tayo or halimbawa, naka-green screen po tayo. Okay? So, di ba? So, mayroon na tayong pictures. So, ang gagawin natin sa pictures, parang hindi naman magandang tingnan pag ganito. Okay? So, ang gagawin po natin dito is we are going to feather this image and delete po natin yung mga extra na mga unwanted na mga portions of this particular image. So, ano gagawin natin dito? So, pwede tayong mag-lasso. So, mayroon na kayong text tool. Mayroon na kayong nalaman na magic wand tool. So, next natin na gagawin is yung lasso tool. Natin is, pwede nating i-move yung lasso tool. I-draw po ninyo sa particular image. Okay? At saka, connect mo siya sa beginning. So, may selections na po tayo. Okay? So, in this particular image po, click po natin yung layer. So, wag kalimutan na, once we apply po this particular tool, wag po natin kalimutan na i-click po yung layer para doon po sa particular layer po siya mag-apply, mag-effect. So, right-click po tayo, feather po tayo. Okay? So, halimbawa, gagawa tayo ng feather na 100. Yung feather natin. Okay. Parang ganyan. Okay, maliit lang. Gagawin natin na 200 yung feeder natin. Yun. So, nasa 200 na po tayo na feeder. So, ano ba yung feeder? So, makikita natin sa image natin yung result po ng feeder. Yung parang hindi makikita yung bawat gilid po ng particular image. Okay? So, press natin po yung delete. Okay? Wait lang po. Balik natin sa 100 para malaki lang po yung 200. Okay? So, 100. Press natin. Okay? Para mawala po yung sa gilid. Yun. Okay? Ayan. Another, feather ulit. Gagawin natin ng 50. Ayan. Tapos delete tayo. Okay. So, yun. Meron na tayong background. Ilagay natin dito sa ibaba. Yun. So, parang ganyan. Okay. So, dito naman sa gilid na area, another one, click natin po yung lasso. Yan. At saka feather na naman tayo ulit dito. So, 100. Okay. Press po natin yung delete sa keyboard. So, click natin yung layer, image layer, at saka press po natin yung delete sa keyboard. So, mayroon na tayong schools. Okay. Next po na gagawin natin is to apply brushes. So, ano po ba yung mga brushes? So, mayroon tayong mga presets po na brushes na nandito po sa Photoshop po natin. So, halimbawa, I click on the brushes. Okay. Then, options of brushes dito sa gilid. Kung saan po siya i-apply. Yun. Ito po yung mga presets po na brushes natin. Okay. So, halimbawa dito, mag-add tayo ng half tone brush. Okay. So, click lang po natin yung append tools dito sa gilid. At saka ito po yung mga present brushes na install ko po. Okay? So, hanapin natin yung half-tone na brushes. Half-tone. Yan. So, mayroon tayong 3D half-tone. Append lang natin to add the brushes on our plugins. So, append lang po natin. So, nag-move na po siya. So, dito na po yung nakikita po natin yung half-tone brush. So, for information naman po, ang dami naman pong free downloadable brushes po sa internet. Pwede nyo hanapin yung mga downloadable na brushes. Okay? So, halimbawa, we select this one. Okay? So, saan po natin siya i-apply? Dito po sa background copy. Okay? So, click po natin yung background copy. Ito na po yung half-tone brush natin. Nakikita, nag-activate na po yung half-tone brush natin. Halimbawa, this one, we click this one. Okay, lagyan natin siya dito. Okay. Ito po yung result. Okay, once we click this. So, ito lang po. So, click po natin yung brush. Okay. Rasterize layer lang po tayo. Okay. Para po mag-activate po yung brush natin. So, pag ganito, pwede mo siyang ilagay dyan. Okay. Pag gusto mong iba naman po yung posisyon, change the arrow. Pag ganyan. Okay. Pwedeng ganyan. Right. Okay. At saka pwede mong lakihan po yung brush mo. Lakihan mo ng konti yung brush. Okay. Parang ganyan. So, yan po yung isa po sa mga brushes po na ginagamit natin ngayon, yung half-tone. Pwede kayong mag-search. Okay, so rotate tayo dito. So, pag ganyan naman yung dating natin ng brush. Okay, apply naman natin siya dito sa gilid. So, mayroon na tayong brushes. Yan. So, arrange lang na po natin yung proportion natin ng ating school-based INSET. Right. So, yan lang po yung pinaka-basic ni Adobe Photoshop na mga tools. Like Move Tools, ito po, Move Tools, Magic Wand, yung ina-apply natin kanina, yung text. So, yan po yung dapat po ninyong malaman na mga tools po na basic in Adobe Photoshop. So, try exploring Adobe Photoshop. Napakaganda po na applications ang Adobe Photoshop po in designing. Okay? In picture manipulations. So sa advanced run po natin this coming April po, ang dami po nating aabangan po ng mga Adobe application softwares na ipapalabas po ng EdTech unit. So isa na doon po yung Adobe Photoshop. Okay? Na parang ano natin, iba stages po natin yung dating. Okay? Bago tayo dumating doon sa parang tinatawag natin na expert level na po ng Photoshop. Okay? So pag expert level na po tayo, alam na natin po yung mga functions sa lahat ng mga tools po dito sa Adobe Photoshop natin. Okay? So yun lang po yung pinaka-goal natin ngayon. So mag-send lang po kayo ng ng screenshots po na kayo po yung gumawa po ng inyong poster. Okay? At saka yung sarili po ninyong school-based INSET poster po na ginawa natin sa basic Adobe Photoshop. So yan lang po. Sir Jeff, Mami. So tapos na po yung demonstrations po natin on that particular application or in this particular application.
Thank you so much, Sir Glenn.
Ayan, so we will be giving you, Sir Glenn, 5 questions and it's already 11:52, so medyo mabilisan na lang yung Q&A natin para makapag-lunch na rin po ang ating mga minamahal na teachers.
Yes. So this will be the first question, sir. So we will be flashing the question on the screen. But I hope Sir Jeff, please help me read the
Yeah,
question.
okay. So our first question is from Sir Randolph B. Reveral Ustads, Wahab Akbar Elementary School, Isabela City. So considering our current pandemic situation, how can we apply the knowledge on Photoshop editing in our teaching?
Okay, so um, pag nasa ano po tayo, pag nasa halimbawa teachers po tayo, nasa senior high school po tayo, okay? So we can apply po Photoshop in teaching, in editing in teaching. Hello, come again, Sir Jeff? Hello,
Yes,
sir?
po.
Okay. So we can apply po in our teaching profession po ang Adobe Photoshop. Pwede po tayong magturo po online sa mga students po natin, kagaya po ng ginagawa po natin ngayon dito, na virtually po na nagtuturo po tayo sa ating klase ng Adobe Photoshop, or magagamit po natin yung Adobe Photoshop natin in designing our materials, in integrating pictures in our modules. Magagamit po natin yung Adobe Photoshop natin na knowledge. So kailangan po natin na makalearn po tayo ng basic po ni Adobe Photoshop. Kahit mayroon po tayong mga ibang tools or ibang mga applications na pwede rin natin gamitin po sa ating pagtuturo po. Okay? So, yun na po, Sir Jeff.
Okay, and the next question po will be read by Sir Jeff again. Sir
Yes.
Jeff?
So the question is from Sir Randolph B. Reveral. The question is from Sir George Payot Jr. of Leonardo National High School, Zamboanga del Sur. So how does this Adobe Photoshop contribute to the learning of the students?
Okay. So, in Adobe system po kasi, mayroon po tayong tinatawag natin na Adobe Academy po sa Adobe system. So, mayroon po tayong mga courses po doon, okay? And on how we integrate these particular applications in our class. Okay? So, paano po siya ma-contribute to learning of the students? Kasi, in Photoshop, it involves designing kasi. So, critical thinking. So, pag mayroon po tayong problem na ibato po sa bata or ipapagawa po sa bata in Adobe Photoshop, halimbawa designing, yung bata po mag-think out of the box po siya. So, it involves po yung thinking ng bata kung paano po niya i-design po yung pinapagawa po natin in applying this particular Adobe Photoshop applications. So, yun po. So, I encourage everyone po, teachers, na hanapin po ninyo or search po ninyo yung Adobe Academy. Okay? So, ang daming courses po doon na pwedeng magagamit po sa pagtuturo po natin at saka para po sa ating mga learners. So, yun lang po, Sir Jeff. Mami.
Thank you so much, Sir Glenn. Now we will be going to the next question, the third question, Sir Jeff, right? Okay, this question is from Sir Raymond C. Reyes from Pecalion Elementary School, Nueva Ecija. And the question, sir, is, aside from Adobe Photoshop, do we still have other applications to recommend where we can edit pictures?
Yes po. Ang dami naman pong mga applications. Okay? Mayroon po tayong mga third-party mga applications po na pwede. Mayroong mga mobile applications po na pwede natin gamitin to edit our pictures. Okay? So, yun na naman ngayon na grabe na po ang technology. Okay? So, ang dami pong mga applications or software applications po aside po from Adobe Photoshop na magagamit po natin to edit pictures. So, yun po yung sagot ko sa tanong na ito.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Now, Sir Glenn, this will be the fourth question naman po, coming from Ma'am Cristel M.C. Quezada of Capalong Elementary School, Quezon. Does the Department of Education offer free Adobe Photoshop software for public school teachers?
Okay. parang ano eh, parang ang bigat ng ano, parang ang bigat ng tanong. Am I the right person to see this? Okay, so the Department of Education offers free Adobe Photoshop software for public school teachers.
Yes, hello
Parang si
po,
Sir
Sir
Mark,
Glenn.
parang si Sir Mark po yung ano, yung dapat sumagot dito kung mayroon po
Apo.
bang i-offer na ano
Yes po, Sir
na
Glenn.
free po na software po ng public school teachers.
Opo, si Sir Mark po kasi is currently on his way papunta po sa airport kasi pupunta sila ngayon ng Dumaguete. So, for information po, no, katulad nga po nung nabanggit ko kanina, our IT officers po, yung bawat SDO po, meron pong binigay na mga Adobe software po, which is full version po sa ating pong mga public school teachers. So, definitely po, if you would like to have a copy of it, kasi since limited lang po yan, you can refer to your IT officers po or sa mga SDO po natin.
Yes po.
Last question, Sir Jeff.
Okay, so Sir Glenn, this is your last question po from Ma'am Pablita Rivera from Doña Magdalena H. Gapud High School, Isabela. So what are the advantages of poster design in Adobe Photoshop?
So the advantages of poster design in Adobe Photoshop, number one po is we know we can start building our design from scratch. Okay? So pwede natin gawin na sarili po natin design from scratch po. There's no more integration, no more other image po. Talagang tayo po ang magsisimula building our own. Yan po yung pinaka-advantage. Kasi ang dami pong software ngayon na ready-made na talaga. May mga templates na lang tayo na we are going to change. But we should, napakasarap po dito is we should learn the basic po talaga, yung manual process po in designing. So ito po yun. Okay? So the other advantages po is we know how to apply, okay, the features or the functions of that particular tools in Adobe Photoshop in applying poster design. So not only in poster design, flyers, photo editing, retouching. So ang dami pa pong mga advantages na magagamit po natin ang particular na software na ito. So yun po, Sir Jeff and Mami.
All right, thank you, Sir Glenn.
Yes, and actually, point of information po ulit, for the month of April, the Educational Technology Unit will be focusing po on Adobe application softwares po para po sa mga trainings natin every Saturday. Kaya wag po kalimutan na mag-like dun po sa ating Educational Technology Unit Facebook page para maging updated po kayo regarding with the trainings that we're going to have. So, I guess that's all for Sir Glenn. Maraming salamat, Sir.
Thank you so much, Sir Glenn.
Ayan. So, we will be posting po the evaluation links for our speakers this AM session. Then we also would like to remind everyone as we prepare for lunch po, since it's already 12 o'clock, siguro we'll resume at 1:05. Then, sa 1:05 po na yun, medyo papasok po kami bigla halfway of the lunch break para makapag-give ng shout-outs, di ba? Yes. Yes, Teacher May.
Yes, so we will now be showing the links for the evaluation. First, kay Ma'am Rowena Reyes, and second po, for Sir Glenn. So you may scan the QR code that you can see on your screen to answer the evaluation for our AM session presenters.
Yes, and also don't forget po to use our hashtag for today, the virtual INSET Day 3, sa pagpo-post po ng inyong mga selfies para po mabilis din namin mahanap as well as yung mga shoutouts ninyo. I-comment nyo lang po dito sa aming mga Facebook pages and as well as sa YouTube channel po.
And we were so glad po to see your groupies and your selfies from different parts of the Philippines. So Sir Jeff, let's pause for a while and let's have our lunch break. See you later.
As we face the command of rapid development in technological innovation in the world, the Philippines' preparedness in advancement of its physical facilities, infrastructure, and soft skills are given focus, especially with the empowerment of teachers' capacity and capability, not only in pedagogical aspects of teaching, but the confidence in delivering instruction with the use of information and communications technology. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, under the leadership of USEC Alain Delby Pasqua, established the Educational Technology Unit under the Information and Communications Technology Service. Its prime function is to empower and capacitate public school teachers and learners as required by the global demand of the fast-paced development in technology. The task of the Educational Technology Unit is to promote and solidify the innovation and digitization projects that will support the requirements of the K-12 curriculum in delivering quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating education for all. It targets different components and facets of skills development, which will enable the technological advancement of the infrastructure of DepEd. This is supplemented with empowerment training programs in emerging technologies for public school teachers. The programs of the EdTech unit target the emerging pedagogies focused on open educational resources, robotics and mechatronics, coding and programming, virtual reality and augmented reality in education, mobile application development, Internet of Things, and the productivity tools for learning, which includes Microsoft Office 365, Google Apps for Education, and the different Adobe software tools. In addition, the maneuver of in-house applications such as the DepEd Commons and the DepEd Learning Management System is under the flagship of the EdTech unit. The supervision of DepEd TV in ensuring world-class produced video lessons is another task of the office. Lastly, the conduct of free online tutorial session, coined with the term ETUlay, is a bridging program to support learners and parents in answering the self-learning modules pioneered with the initiative of the ICTS EdTech unit. A teacher's influence is limitless, bound with the heart for service and dedication to fulfill the greatest mission to educate the young. The ICTS Educational Technology Unit will be there to promote, to empower, and to inspire Filipino teachers and learners as we grow as a tiger in the region, hitting our target as one of the best in educational technology. Come on and join us as we make our dreams into a reality. Sama-sama tayong lahat tungo sa iisang layunin. Simulan natin ang pagbabago dahil tayo ang mga gurong magtatayo ng makabagong DepEd. Sulong Edukalidad.